Hey.
Copernicus, why are you writing your shit? I'm leaving
He's
my
fine.
mark, bruh.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, when will you ever get a
I was
golden
wondering how long it
hammer?
would take you to notice that.
I was busy sharing, not caring.
I had it open on Twitch and I was just watching it appear.
And Jeff's golden hand does say hello, yes. Okay. Right.
Hi,
Hello,
Jeff.
denizens of the live stream worlds of both Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to something truly special. Our first live streamed installment of D6. A big step forward. Big step forward. Now, some players you may remember, some players you may not. So we'll introduce everyone in just a moment's time. But for anyone that is watching D6 at the moment on YouTube, and if you're not watching D6, do it. The playlist is right there. This is a one-off scenario. So basically, this may be based within the world of D6, but everything that happens in these one-offs are completely non-canon. So if you see the characters do like certain things, or they have equipment that you may not have seen in an episode yet, or anything along those lines, it's completely non-canon. So things may be a bit jumbly-wombly, but it's all about fun. That's what it is all about. And plus, we're live streaming on both Twitch and the YouTube, so if you are about, say hello, and I'll try my best to keep tabs on everyone. Like even James, breaking the fourth wall, we go, I'm named Jeff. But yes, okay, let's start off with introductions, starting off with Birdman, Copernicus.
Hello, I'm Copernicus Crimson Wing. I'm an Arakaka Chronomancer.
Lovely. Does that mean you're basically a Birdman Time Lord?
Yes.
He's doing the time warp again.
Yes. What we like. And then, of course, I think we have a long-standing character now that's been in the most episodes so far. We have Venric!
Greetings! I am Venric. You may actually not know who I am, but I am always drunk, never sober. I speak Russian, no idea why now.
It's because he's already drunk.
Strasmutsy!
He's already drunk. Tovalesh! I like. We also joined by another former character that you may have seen from briefly in episode 2 D6. We have Ziskin.
Hey! I am a dwarf paladin. I'm good at stuff. I kill people.
I'm good at stuff and I kill people. You have a nickname already, by the way, Jamie. Your nickname from Angelic Ruby is Doctor Koo.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
I like
Dr.
that one. And of course, last but not least, we're joined by a brand new fighter, literally because he's a fighter. It is my mate James, aka Reno, aka what is your character name?
I'm Jared Vandal. How you doing? I'm here to cause trouble and make some money. Pretty
like
much
it.
that's it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
have
it.
some booze.
I'm happy to have some booze.
Everybody have some booze.
Me and
Good
him
time.
are gonna get on like the clappers.
Great times. So, let's set up this scenario. So, this is all based within the Malcomite district of the city that currently all the shit's happening at the Shockjammer estate. But this is before the events of the Shockjammer estate invasion, where basically, as you guys have been in the pub, chilling out, trying to gather your good wits. Venric specifically just drinking a crap ton of booze, as he does, winning drinking contests and arm wrestling contests because he's a man. You basically catch wind of this rumour starting to go around the pub, and it's this rumour that there's a slum in the Malcomite district that has become very heavily plagued. Some people are saying that it's a disease where there's like pus balls coming up on the skin that when they explode spread to other people, and that's how it spreads. Other people are saying that it's a disease where as soon as you have it, you don't even realise that you have it until you're basically lying on your bed dead the next morning. And it just seems as if information isn't accurate quite yet. The only thing that is definite for sure is that this rumour is based around a big disease happening in one of the slums. And this is where you start off. Basically, if you look at the map, if I just do this to alert you as to where you guys are, you are right there. as to the opening gates of this slum.
I can't see
If
anything.
my D6
Oh.
was doing it correctly, I would see. But I've got a little bit of problems. But there we go. I'm sure I'll see.
Okay, I saw that appear on Twitch before I saw it appear on Roll20.
Okay, so this red ring basically identifies where you guys are, and it's the gates into the slum. And as you're approaching these gates, you are welcomed by 2 heavily armoured dwarven guards. And these heavily armoured dwarven guards have been given a very simple request, and it's to basically keep the gates closed under the grounds that anyone who enters this slum could potentially spread the disease if they're let back out again. So, of course, it's you and the guards, and this is when you guys take control. So, what do you fancy doing?
Right. Okay. So I shout out to the guards and say, I just ask generally what the whole situation regarding the disease is.
So one of the guards looks towards you, standing, just holding his battle axe as if he's got both hands over the top of it and just leaning on it. It looks like he's been here a long time. He's very bored that he's been put in this like guard detail because this seems to be a very boring position to be in. But he's still knowledgeable. Looks towards you, and it's just like, well, in all honesty, lad, I guess you heard the rumours left, right, and centre. This place is worse than it looks. You see, the slum is split into 2 different sections, the northern end and the southern end. The southern end seems to be completely fine, everyone living down there is alright, but we've had to quarantine the southern end from the northern end. The northern end's completely riddled with plagued children, elderly, adults, you name it. Anyone that dares cross the line, well, as much as we don't want to, we have to kill.
Right.
Sounds like we're gonna have some fun then, doesn't it?
Sounds like we are going to.
I'm sure we can get this quarantine cleared so you can get moved from your post because you look bored and require booze.
I wouldn't mind a fair point, laddie. But until
Yeah.
this plague leaves, I can't move my post. I'm not even allowed anyone through the gate, so I don't know why you guys are here.
Well, I need to get through these gates because there's a mighty pub I need to get to, and it's through these gates.
Okay, because you're trying to convince, because you're trying to convince the guard there's like this amazing slum-like pub. I want you to roll me a persuasion check just to see if you can manage it.
Woo!
I'll have to roll it naturally because the web page has gone, unfortunately, on me.
Ah, bless.
So I'll have to roll a natural D20 normally.
Okay.
So a persuasion check.
Yes.
You say, Dom. That'd be a 15.
Oh, that's not bad. So you roll a 15 on your persuasion. You're basically talking to this guard about, like, there's this great pub in there they just have to try out. And the guard's looking at you a little bit open-eyed because he wasn't too. He must be knowledgeable about the plague, but not so knowledgeable about the slum itself. Opens his eyes a little bit and he's like, "There's a pub in there? Oh, that sounds lovely."
Hey, laddie.
Oh, wait.
Hey, laddie, there'd be a great pub in there.
Wait, but lad, regardless of if there's a pub in there or not, I can't let anyone in. It's just, if I let you guys in and then the plague spreads across the place, you realise I can't let you guys out unless you deal with this.
Look, God, I am a holy paladin, and I actually have the abilities to rid people of the disease. I myself, I'm immune to disease. If you let us in, we can help rid the place of the plague.
Okay.
How about this?
Ooh.
We send him in and we stay here and drink.
I need to
I was
get in
joking.
there.
I was joking.
Laddie, I'm going in. I'll kill that plague.
Okay, so Ziskin, are you doing that in a more persuasive manner or intimidating manner?
Persuasive.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
If you want to go in, I could just fly over the wall.
Like just
That's
screw the
a-
gate.
Yeah, my persuasion
If I
check
could
is
fly.
+5.
Who's the one talking through a kid walkie-talkie quality? That might be Venric because he is doing this through his phone. Bless him. So
I rolled an 11.
11.
you rolled an 11. Oh
After
no.
modifier.
After the modifier as well. Okay.
Wow.
So you're basically
I can-
trying to convince this guy that you are a holy paladin with your amazing powers. Just like, laddie, you can be the Grand King of Scotland as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know where Scotland is. It's the first name that come into my head. I'm not letting anybody in. It's my
God,
law. It's my rules.
Bring me a diseased person right here, and I can cleanse them of their ailment right here and right now.
I start flying to the top of the wall and having a look.
And that was intimidation.
Okay, well, Copernicus, you just flew to the top of a wall. I want you to roll me an investigation check to see what your eagle eyes can see.
Would that not be perception?
Well, yeah, perception. Go for it.
Perception. That would be.
See what you can see and see.
I was
to
about
see.
to say, why didn't we just send the bird up there? Sorry, I don't mean to call you a bird, but you know you kind of are.
The term is Aarakocra.
Aaron, what? I can't say that.
I can't even see it. I'm just too drunk to see it. It's a flying bird that can get up high. I just require booze.
Dom. That
Yeah.
was 17 perception.
Oh, lovely. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, so you got 17, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so with your 17, you are able to see that the guard is telling the truth. On your right-hand side, which is the northern side of the slums, and as you're looking into the northern end, you can hear out of your ears cries of just pain, agony, even some people crying in just complete distress because some people may have lost loved ones to this plague. Whilst on your left-hand side seems to be the healthy part of the slums, you've got people still in distress but trying to carry on their regular lives as if to try and stay strong to the people on the other side. Now, Ziskin, you said you were being a more intimidating approach with your paladin stuff. Roll me intimidation for that.
I think that's the exact same check as well, to be fair. Yeah, it is his charisma. 7 after
7.
mod-
Wow.
I'm very. It's my short stature. I'm sorry.
The dwarf is just sizing up to you at this. One of the dwarven guards is sizing up to you at this point, and just going, "Laddie, if you really want to be a paladin, I suggest you go back to the church and pray, or else I'm gonna have to knock you something solid." But then the other guard is just looking at the top of the door, seeing Copernicus just perched up there, and just like, "Oi, birdie, get off my wall!" and trying to swing his axe up there, trying to scare
Sorry, I
you
was
off.
just having a look. I fly back down.
Okay, that's fine. So with this said, the guard that wasn't too convinced still looks at you guys and then says, "Alright lads, I see you're here for a reason and I know you guys want to help, so how about this?" He looks both ways, looks at his other guard mate, gives him like a hint up of his head, and his guard friend just seems to walk just down to this little corner over here so you can no longer see him and he's out of sight and out of hearing range. And effectively, this other guard just brings you guys closer in and just goes, "Right, if you give me a little bit of gold, I'd be willing to let you guys in. But I have to emphasize, as soon as you guys are in there, until I get proof that the plague is 100% gone, I can't let you guys back out."
If we cleanse this plague, can we get our money back, though?
Tell you what, lad. You successfully do this and I'll give you whatever's in my pocket. Plus what you give me. Think of it as a deposit.
One second, Dwarf. I think we need to quickly deliberate. So I kind of just gesture to the rest of the party, just walk away a little bit out of earshot of this one guy.
Yeah.
And,
I wanted to stay with the dwarf.
That sounds like a plan.
I have.
Just lift all of you
can-
on the wall. I can fly after all.
I can get this guy to let us in without paying.
Couldn't Birdman just pick him up and
Aarakocra.
leave him there in the sky for about, like, I don't know, about 5 seconds, and then we just walk through?
That's not going to open the
No,
gate.
because he might have
However,
the key.
I do have a spell that could potentially let them open the gate for us.
I'm gonna go with that idea.
That would save our pocket, and we don't know if this guy's gonna actually give us the money. So, are we good to go with that plan?
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah,
so. I need to
Sounds
get
like a good
started.
idea.
So we walk back over to the guard.
Yep.
And is this guy by a gate, or is he just talking to us like through a part of the fence or something?
He's actually outside the gate at this moment in time, but
Outside
he's
the
he's
gate,
between
okay.
you and the controls to open things up.
Do we have a rogue?
Right. So he's stood at the controls for the gate right now. Then.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna say to him, command, open.
Oh shit. Right. Does that require him to make a saving throw on that? Sorry.
I believe
See
it
if it goes
does.
through. Right. I believe that's a wisdom saving throw. So, I'm going to roll. I'll just roll a solid d20. Let's go. Huh? To 14.
Team.
Woo!
Not bad.
I'm not sure what my. I don't know if I have any kind of modifier for that. I'm not sure what I've got to do for that.
Does it not
Um,
say?
No. I check.
Just give us 1 second.
Why is this gone off?
Because I'm on a live chat on Twitch. Say hello to everyone.
Oh shit! Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Where
And it
am
was
I
just too
looking?
noisy.
Spells, spellcasting, spell list, spell description.
I believe it'll be your spell save DC.
Which would be
I
8
think.
plus your proficiency plus charisma.
Unless it's
OOC, my head
unless,
is
unless
really shiny.
command word has
Oh
a...
wait, no, my spellcasting ability is based off my charisma.
Okay.
So should I just roll a d20 plus my charisma modifier or something?
Yes. Why not?
Yeah.
Your spell save is 8 plus proficiency plus charisma.
Oh, that. Yeah. That's a good point.
Wait. Oh, right.
That's-
Okay. So, am I rolling that or am I just come out charisma
So just
modifier?
8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma modifier.
So
versus
d20
the
plus
14.
8. So is it d20 plus 8?
Oh no, it's
Plus-
just that.
It's just that number, it never changes.
Yeah.
Right. So what am I rolling?
So you don't roll anything. I just need to know
Alright,
what
gotcha.
the spell save DC is,
Right. Okay.
which
so
is 8
it's
plus
my...
your proficiency plus your charisma mod.
Right. Okay. So 8. That's 13.
Okay, so I beat it. Your
What's your charisma modifier?
Oh dear.
Plus 3.
the words
So it's 16.
the words that you speak approach the guard and go into his ear, trying to convince him otherwise to basically pull the switch and opens the gates. But what seems to happen is you seem to see the words go into the guard's ears and mind, as if they possess him for like a short period of time, and then he just goes and shakes it off as if like he just had a chill just go up his spine.
Okay then, sir. Yes, we shall give you the gold if you can let us in.
No, no, no. Hold it
Oh,
right there. I've
wait a
got an
minute.
idea. Right.
How else we gonna get
Let
in?
me have a word with him. I'll roll an intimidation roll, please.
Okay, roll it. Rolling. There's so many different songs you can actually use for that. You've got rolling, you've got rolling, rolling
Oh.
on the rhythm. Wow.
This isn't working out, is it? Right. Okay.
9.
Do you not have any pluses on
No.
that?
Yeah, 9.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, hang on. Plus my intimidation of 5. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
12 then?
12.
Okay, 12. So, you go up to the dwarf trying to be just like a really big fighter, intimidating guy, sizing up to him because you're much higher than he is as a dwarf. But he's completely unshaken looking at you, just thinking, if you're trying to get out of paying me, laddie, it's not going to work.
Right. Please disregard the rest of my companions. How much gold are you looking for to let
Aye.
us in?
Let me see. Just as a deposit from all of you. I think 3 gold each would do.
I could fly over.
3 gold.
Birdie, if you try flying over, I'll whip out this crossbow and make sure you don't fly again.
Right, I just hand him
That's a very
12
nice
gold.
crossbow.
I shall give him 3 gold.
Yes.
Be like, alright, here's 3 gold. I want to see that back. Otherwise, you're not getting a pint off me, laddie.
Right, if that's the case, lad, I'll make sure I get it. I'm not backing out on a good pint.
Good.
You do realise at this point I have 10 gold.
Yes.
I'll pay for yours. Don't worry about that.
Appreciate it.
I'll just give him the rest of the gold that's required.
Okay, great. What he does is, he's happy that he's got the gold. He puts it into a separate bag that he has from the remaining gold that he has in his coffer, just so he can separate it from it all. And turns around for a second and pulls on a switch, which effectively opens the gates up. As he opens the gates up, he looks at you guys and... Oh, give me 1 second, because that should be a map layer. That's better. He looks at you guys and tells you that the... Well, he tells you this. Right, lads, go on in. I'll be closing the gate behind you. I'd recommend, first things first, to go to the centre of the slum. You can't miss it. Just go to the middle, and it's a giant gathering area in the centre. It used to be a great spot where they used to hold festivals inside this little place, but now it's just a place of mourning for those who have passed away.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank
you get...
Sir, very much.
Like,
Thank you very much.
as you all go in, he gives you all a big nudge and wishes you good luck on the way back as his buddy joins back with him, and the gate closes shut behind you guys. You heed his advice and you head towards the center of the slum, and as you do, you are graced from what seems to be what seems to be the remnants of a vigil that happened a night just past. The vigil seemed to have commiserated around this big monument of flowers and wreaths put together by the people that are still alive through the plague, just mourning those that are past. As you guys are looking at this monument, well, no, actually, I'll let you guys say if you do want to do anything with said monument.
I'd like to investigate the monument.
Roll me that investigation, my man.
Right, roll it in a D20 naturally. Yeah. Click and drag it through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wee! Buy dice. Oh, investigation. So that's 11 naturally, because we're investigation of 0.
Okay, so you don't notice anything really strange or crazy about this monument. It just seems to be a gathering of these flowers and wreaths, of all different sorts of varieties, colours, sizes. Some made into bundles, some individual, some done in rings, some done in hearts. Just different varies of like different, what seems to be well-crafted family wear. Now, as you are investigating the monument, and the rest of you are showing your signs of respect to it,
I'm
hear
pruning my feathers.
this little girl coming from round about here, running up to you guys, out of like just pure distress, running up and just coming up again, saying, "Help! Help! Please help! Help!"
What's wrong, little girl?
It's my grandfather. I think he may have been afflicted by the plague, but I just don't know.
Can I investigate
take me
the
to
girl,
him.
see if I can see if she's got anything on her, like if she's been affected?
Oh yeah, sure. What I want you to do is roll me a medicine check.
Medicine.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Medicine. So 14, and I got -2, so that's a 12.
Ooh, 12 18. Okay. You identify this girl to the best of your abilities just to see if she has any sign of this plague on her at all. Luckily, you're able to see that there doesn't seem to be any bulges, any sort of deformation. Her breathing, although erratic because she's distressed, seems to be perfectly fine for a young girl. She must obviously be knackered for the fact that she's just ran out of her house trying to find someone to help her.
I asked her to take me to the man.
Okay.
I'll come along as support.
Okay.
I follow along, but I'm flying above the houses.
Okay, so the little girl is just so thankful, grabs Ziskin by the hand as she takes you deeper into the southern part of the slum, which, as you guys know, has been told by the guards, is supposed to be the part of the slum where the plague is not spreading. And effectively, you are taken to this hut right over here. You go inside of this hut, and there is an elder...
Before we all go inside, I'm just going to gesture to everyone else to stay outside the hut, including the little girl.
Why, laddie?
It's a good call.
Because if anyone else gets infected, I'm immune to disease. So if anyone else gets infected,
All right, don't
Yeah.
rub it in.
Why?
Okay, so
laddie, if
everyone's
you're
willing to
pleased,
stay outside, but the
oh.
little girl who's let go of your hand at this point, after showing you the hut, is just looking at you saying, "Why do I have to stay outside? I've been in there with my grandfather this whole time."
then you better come inside with me.
Okay. Yeah, you can obviously tell she's afraid, but she's more than willing to go where the
I
help
want
is.
to go in with the cleric no matter what, because it's a case of, well, what's the point? I'll go in. If
I
I'm
just don't
gonna
want
get
everyone else to get infected. That's it. I
Yes,
can't
I'd
cure
rather-
everyone with
Listen.
disease.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we should all stay out here and just let him do it, because if any of us get the plague, we're pretty much dead.
Alright.
Okay,
Fine.
so
I don't plan
I'll
on
just-
dying today.
So the wad of you stay outside, apart from Ziskin and the little girl, that go into the hut. And Ziskin, as you go into the hut, you notice this elderly man that seems to be sitting in a meditative state, but doesn't seem to be responding to anything. The little girl runs up to him and tries to like nudge him and shake him, saying, "Grandfather, grandfather, these people, they're here to help. This paladin is here to help. Please, grandfather, please." And he just doesn't seem to respond for the moment. Now, Ziskin, roll me a medicine check. See if there is anything wrong with this grandfather.
I'm just sitting on a roof nearby, preening my feathers.
Okay. Just going like an occasional nibble in there to get an odd bit of dirty out. Okay, even though like you're not as well versed in this plague, you try your best to identify the grandfather, including as well your capabilities of being immune to disease, to just get as close as you can and identify as much of his body as you can. You can identify that the grandfather seems to be perfectly fine. You just don't understand why he's non-reactive to anything.
Oh, shite.
Okay. Is his eyes open or closed?
His eyes are closed at this moment in time. You're unsure as to whether he's in deep meditation, deep sleep, or worse.
Can I go around the building, see if there's any windows to look through by any chance, Dom?
Yeah, you can. Tell you what, roll me an investigation check. See what you can do.
Sweet.
I find an insect in my feathers and I eat it.
I like it.
So that's a 9.
Okay, you do your best. You basically go around these 3 huts here, trying to find a good place to basically just see inside without having to step inside. Don't seem to find any windows of such. These huts aren't crafted like regular housing with plenty of windows. There just seems to be single entrances of doors, and that seems to be it.
I knock on the door, and I say, right, so, is there a plague in here or not?
I don't know as of yet, but something's fishy's going down. We should probably take care for the moment.
Oh, did somebody say fish? I like fish.
Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to cast Detect Evil.
Okay. Tell you what. Roll me a d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
God, what's my spell attack modifier? I think that's actually my sheet. On that sheet.
Efficiency plus charisma.
Efficiency plus charisma. So. Cool.
Dr. Koo is getting distracted by fish. Good God.
I hear fish and come
Always
flying
distract.
in.
It's like me and beer.
Wow, these rolls. That's a critical failure,
I'm getting
ladies and gentlemen.
tilted. I'm getting tilted.
Wow.
Wow.
You sense divine presence of good.
So what you do is you take your holy symbol in your hands and you kneel down to your god, trying to detect whether there is evil within this hut. And as you're trying to detect this evil, you don't really seem to be able to detect anything whatsoever. And if anything, your symbol, although it starts glowing, seems to just fizzle a little bit, as if there's a lack of concentration involved. However, as you have knelt down and tried to concentrate on this, you just hear this one thing in the room with you. What's all this? What's happening? I'm trying to get some sleep in my own house.
You was asleep this entire time.
Grandfather, you're alright. It's like...
I visibly facepalm in game. I'm just like.
I actually face palmed in real life.
I walk up to him and extend a hand. Hello, I'm Copernicus Salvador.
It's like, a birdman? A paladin?
Arakocra, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. A human warrior and a dwarven barbarian. What the hell are you people? And what are you doing in my hut?
Excuse me, good sir, but I'm outside your hut.
as you just see like your eyes just like peeping out of the door frame outside, looking inside, just like, don't be shy, laddie. If everyone else is in, you might as well join.
I'd
We're
rather
sorry
stay
for
out here,
intruding,
good sir, not to be rude.
All right. So
We
yes,
do sincerely apologise for intruding, sir. This little girl here brought us to you in fear that you was infected with the plague.
Ah, I see. See, this little one here's been a bit scared for the longest time. Her mother went over to the northern end of the slums, you see. Tried to help out one of her friends that she had known for a good while. Sadly, her mother never came back. As far as we know, she's been killed by the plague. And she's been dreadfully worried about me possibly getting the plague ever since, because I'm the only family she's got left.
Right, okay.
How long has this plague been going on for, good sir?
Well, tell you what, but I'll give you all the answers you guys need. Just give me 1 second. Dear, head over to one of your friends' houses. Make sure they're doing alright, okay? I'll deal with these lot. Thank you for bringing them over. And the little girl just nods to Granddad. Gives a quick thank you to everyone, even though obviously he must have been in a deep sleep, and runs off to one of her friends' houses down the way. As a grandfather looks at you guys, insists that you sit down inside of his hut as he informs you of this information. So,
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather stand near your door.
oh, that's fine, lad. Do what you have to do.
I try and sit down but struggle because of my wings and give up and stand.
Tell you what, I've never met an alacocra before, but you sure are some weird creature, aren't you?
Craw!
I take that
That
as a
means
yes.
yes in Arakocran.
Lovely.
That might be
Right.
considered slightly racist, but I see you took it in jest, so it's fine.
Right. I have to be honest with you. This plague has been going on for the last while. I'm not too sure, but ever since Alfred von Shockjammer walked through this slum, he plagued us of taxes and everything, and this plague just seemed to spur out of nothing. It first started when this young child was just simply playing in the square that you've obviously seen, now become a mourning sight of all the people that have died and passed. He was playing there, and there's a sewer entrance right there, but we think nothing of it. It's just the sewer that runs down from the city.
Whereabouts is this sewer entrance, good sir?
Whereabouts in the center?
So he tells you it is within that central courtyard area, specifically pointing out this area that if you look at your map, it should be this part.
Okay.
And he says there is a grate at that part, a circular grate that reaches down into the sewers. But the thing was, we don't really care about these sewers for the longest time until there was a child who, as he was playing, was convinced that he saw something shiny down this hole. He said it just gleamed down in the water. Without anyone seeming to look, he moved the grain, climbed down into the sewer, and picked this shiny thing up. And it seemed to be this green crystal of some kind. None of us are truly well versed in magics, or heck, some of us used to be miners, but this seemed to be a crystal none of us had even seen in the past. And he didn't tell anyone until it was already too late. He went back to his house, and he points out as to which house it was, and it's this one, up in the northern slums. And he says, as soon as he went back to the house, the next day, that was when the plague started.
So, let me get this right. A stone is the reason for this plague. Now we got to figure out where the stone comes from.
It came from the sewer, laddie.
No. It came from the sewer, but where did it come from before the sewer?
Well, why don't we investigate the sewer?
Well, from
I
what
would
was
rather
said,
not go into the sewer.
the
That
plague
sounds like
came
a
about
fantastic
after
idea.
Shock Jammer came through the slums. I have a feeling it has something to do with that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Is there any plan where we don't go in the sewer?
Go
Are you afraid of
investigate
sewers?
the house?
I don't. I walk up to you and whisper, I don't like confined spaces. Not enough room for the wings, you see.
I see. Well, we could always try and see where he came from in the first place. Then go down the sewer. Maybe.
Sounds like a plan, laddie. I mean, I need alcohol in my system, and this plague ain't helping.
That's a good move.
Sounds like a plan. The sooner we clear the plague, the sooner we can go for a cold pint in the Winchester and wait for this to blow over.
Yep. Sounds
like
like
it.
a plan.
So the old man giving you this information looks towards you as you're thinking of a plan going forward, and he insists. Now, I understand you guys want to find the source of where this disaster had started, but I cannot request enough. Before you do, please, make sure there's nothing left down there in that sewer. If a young child found one crystal down there that caused all of this, I'm dreading that there might be more down there.
We couldn't do that for you, sir.
Now, I've got a sneaky I've had too much to drink. I've got the sneaky suspicion that there's only one. And I have a feeling that we're going to find out why.
Laddie, let us go to the house and see, and if not, we'll go to the sewer. How about that?
Sounds like the best idea you've come up with all day.
I am a drunk dwarf. I come up with the best plans.
Thank you, by the way, to Angelic Ruby for enjoying it. Yeah, it is really nice to do. So effectively, the elderly man thanks you guys for investigating into this and gives you directions to the hut, which is of course this one up here in the northern plaza. So you guys head up towards that hut in order to begin your investigations. Of course, going through what is now a diseased area. Luckily, although this is a diseased area, all the doors in these huts going up to this one where it all started have had their doors shut, and the people residing in, although you may see a couple looking outside via little peepholes of their doors, they refuse to open their doors to you under the grounds that they know as soon as they do, the plague may spread via them just simply trying to speak towards you. You do, however, as you are walking by, have someone from this hut just opposite call out to you, and it seems to be an elderly woman calling out, just going, "Are you here to look at the house that started all this mess?"
As we
Yes,
fly
we
into
are.
the northern bit of the city, I pull out a hanky and cover my beak.
That's a good idea. You don't see a lot of her. You just see like these old, aged, and wise eyes staring at you from the dark hut that she is living inside of. Just goes, "I warn you, that hut is nothing but a load of trouble. That child shouldn't have started all of this mess. I've lost my daughter thanks to him, and I will never." She seems to fall into a sign of distress and just fade away from the door as you heed her cacklings. You go up to the main part of this door, and you realise it is the only door out of all the huts you have walked past that is wide open.
Well,
Perception.
I'll walk straight inside.
I like that
I'm
idea.
just gonna strobe like.
I like that idea. What is your perception?
4.
Okay, roll me a check on that.
Oh god.
I haven't seen any good rolls yet, so we're hoping.
Yes!
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, it's something higher than a 15 already.
Hey, 18 plus your 4, that's great. Just so you know, in Roll20 you can roll 1d20 and then plus 4, so it adds your modifier on top of a roll, but that's something to keep in mind for future.
On your character sheet, you can't just click the skill.
Or do that, yeah.
Roll it.
Did not know
It does it that way.
Hmm.
But effectively, you check your perception. Before going anywhere close, you warn the others to stay back, putting out your arm and staying quiet, even drawing out your sword slightly, just to make sure that everything is cleared in case of anything evil being inside of this hut. You approach it carefully, being sure to control your breathing just in case disease is flying around this place. And as you enter this hut, you see what seems to be the remains of a young body inside of this house, a skeletal body, laying on a hut and a simply laden down, rugged bed. And it seems to be the corpse of a young child that died a ways back. However, you are perceptive enough to notice that the green crystal that he carried all this time is sitting on a small table just as you enter the door.
I'm still outside and I walk up to the front door and I go, "Could you find anything?"
Right.
I
Who
can.
is it that saw this crystal?
I did.
Or have we also? Alright, you've seen it. Cool.
I basically walked up to that door, had a good look inside, and all I've seen so far is I've seen the dead kid. But what I saw is something I'm not touching. It's that crystal that they're talking about.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was
highly
easy.
recommend not touching that thing.
can I do a corner check on it, Dom?
Yes, you can. In fact, because you're all there looking into the door at this point, everyone roll me an Arcana check and see if any one of you can
Ignore
find
that.
out.
Ignore that 13, by the way.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Arcana. Where am I?
Ignoring the 13, so that's fine.
12.
That's a 13
No, I
anyway.
got 13 again.
It's a 13, 5, 3,
12.
and 12. Wow, you guys suck. But
I'm using real dice.
out of a lot of you that are trying to identify something, Venric and Copernicus, you're able to identify the crystal a little bit better than the others. You look into it, and Copernicus, although you have studied in the arts of time magic, you have dabbled into the arts of other magical forms as well, because as a chronomancer, you've had to learn the basics of other forms before you became a full-on chronomancer. And you look at this crystal, and it reminds you of something. It reminds you of a text that you used to read back with your clan quite a few years back, and it's glowing with this weird green electrified aura inside of the crystal. And you've seen this in a textbook, and it is identified as something that generates a poisonous aura when touched.
So I'm assuming he relays this message to us, so we
Seems to
know.
be- I read this in a book once. It has a poisonous stone. Don't touch it. Really,
Wait.
don't touch it.
Do you say electrical energy.
Yes.
Would I
Electric
genuinely
poison.
perceive that anyway?
Unless Copernicus told you. Oh,
Yes.
wait a minute, because you didn't get a half decent roll, so Venric or Copernicus would have to tell you.
Right, laddies, don't touch that stone because it's poisonous. End of.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go up and touch it.
Because you're immune from disease anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I step back and cover my mouth again with the cloth.
Couldn't
yeah,
you?
I'm not gonna walk anywhere near those guys.
Oh, don't touch it! It's poisonous!
I'm assuming, obviously, with it being magical, I'm gonna see if it's an evil magic and detect evil.
Okay, go for it. Roll me a d20 plus the spell attack modifier. See if you can detect evil within.
Why?
Wow!
Wow! Critical fail! Critical fail!
Boop-boop-ba-doom.
That's twice you've done that as well. Twice on detect evil. I think you should give up the detecting evil.
Wow!
Maybe you'd stop very good at this paladin work.
As a comedian I watch, some would say, "You ain't gonna detect shit."
I wouldn't make a very good detective at all.
But by the way, I've been meaning to actually turn on the music for this place, so you guys might hear some music.
Oh,
in the background.
music!
So
Woohoo!
I don't detect that it's evil, but I do know, however, that it is
There.
causing plague, poison, and disease. So I'm actually going to see if I can purify it by using 5 points of my lay on hands ability.
Ooh, I like that. So you grab this stone into your hand and close your eyes as you use your ability to lay on hands, bursting it with radiant energy. And inside of the crystal, the electrified energy seems to increase in strength, but it's not in a green electrical energy. It seems to turn like a radiant white as your lay on hands seems to be doing something inside. And as your concentration comes to an end and you open your eyes looking at this crystal, the radiant energy slowly dimmers down, and the electrified energy within is seemingly gone. And the enchantment within it has also left. You have cleansed this crystal.
So we've now cleaned the poison out of the crystal. Huzzah!
And
Okay,
effectively
so-
now the crystal that is in your hands, because it lacks energy, just starts turning like a greyish green and starts to just dissolve, leaving dust in the palm of your hand.
Well, that was easy.
Well,
I just kind of like throw the dust on the floor and then
I
walk
would've-
out, like
I-
walk towards him, like, yeah, I think I did a thing.
I
did a
really
thing.
think maybe
it's
you
alright now.
should have just took the dust and put it in a bag just to be on the safe side, because we don't want loads of them things sprouting up everywhere.
It's completely purified. If there's anything that's like causing disease or anything, there's not going to be anything left of it.
Right, oh. Okay.
It'll simply be sand.
I'll
Right.
take your word for it.
Now, would anyone like to investigate the hut at all now that you've cleansed it of that disease crystal?
Yeah, I'd say we just take a look around.
Okay, so
I would like to investigate the child.
okay, every one of you climbs into the hut, and as you all do, everyone roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, that was terrible.
Oh no!
here we go.
What did you
I
get?
got 3.
Hey!
I rolled,
I rolled a
2.
15.
Hey! That's good.
Wait, there were 2-digit numbers?
10.
There were 2-digit numbers.
According to Ziskin, there is not.
There is.
He knows
but-
only one.
Wow. You probably suck right now because when we get to a combat stage, you'll probably just dominate. So it's fine. Okay, so a lot of you don't seem to. I find a lot. Of course, mostly concentrating on the bones and being respectful as you try and not move the charred bones as best you can. But Venric, of course, you've been drinking a
Yes.
little bit, and as you've been drinking a little bit, it's actually made you a little bit more aware as to your surroundings, and you notice something about the child. You notice with the child's bones, although it is sad that a child has passed here. You notice that there is a strange mark on the bone, that seems to have been left by the disease. It is under your understanding now that this mark seems to identify that the plague that plagues this slum does infect down to the bone.
Oh dear. That's not good. Can I investigate this mark, see if I know what it is exactly?
Yeah, sure. You get a little bit closer to this specific bone. It's on the forearm of the child. And you look a little bit closer and it seems to be just like a gash, as if something had cut it. But as you look into here, you notice that there seems to be life inside of the bone. Life that doesn't seem evil of any kind, doesn't seem to be sentient. But there just seems to be slime inside of the bone. As if all its cartilage has been drained out and replaced with slime.
That's really weird.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'll take a step back. I feel kind of sick.
Can I pass this information to the rest of the group?
Of course.
Now, would you like, guys? This child, lo and behold, has slime in his bone.
In his bones.
That sounds
Yes,
bloody
in his
awful.
bone, it is slime.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think humans should do that.
You don't?
Being the kind of person that would be really not intrigued but more quizzical about that kind of thing, I'm gonna go and take a closer look at it.
Okay, you take a closer look at it and see exactly what Venric did actually see. You have a look and even just ever so slightly try and move the bone without distracting the entire body. As you see, this slime is free-flowing inside of the bone of this child.
Right.
Loving the rubber ducky, by the way.
Rubber ducky.
You're the one!
That is familiar.
Can I investigate the slime?
You can indeed. Now, what I want you to do with the slime, I want you to roll me an Arcana check on the slime.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Can I do an Arcana as well?
Yes, by all means. In fact, everyone roll me an Arcana check. See if you can identify
I'm
what the
rolling
slime
garbage
is.
even with real dice.
Everyone roll apart from Jared, under the grounds that you felt a bit sick and you just veered off a little bit.
9.
Oh.
17.
17, nice.
Oh my
Right
god, I
on,
rolled
yeah.
2 digits!
Oops.
I
Ignore that.
rolled a 7.
Okay, so you all try your best to identify what this slime actually is. And none of you can really identify or recall whether you've seen this before. But Ziskin, you remember back to your paladin training when you were training in the church of the god that you follow. And one of the priests that was teaching you at the time gave you a text to study. And in this text, you were learning about all these strange and rare diseases of the world. You were only asked to study a set few pages, but you studied some of the pages that the priest said you weren't necessarily in need to learn at that time. So you went a little bit above and beyond. And on this page, you saw a disease that was simply known as Slimius bonariuritis. And yes, I just made that up off the top of my head. But it's also known as cartilage slime. You recall that this slime within the bone is a disease created to the point by actual magically based slimes. And the only way that this disease can be spread is if the slimes are either in physical contact with someone for a certain period of time, or, let's say, an enchantment very similar to the slime came in contact with a human body.
So basically that crystal.
There you go, yes.
Right.
I've composed myself. I'm standing up now and feel like a bit of an idiot after that, but
So, of course-
I am kind of the only human here.
So, of course, Ziskin, you're the only one that knows this, so you can tell
Yeah.
the group if you fancy.
I'm just gonna relay that information to the guys that this slime is basically based from a magical slime, and the only way that this form of disease can potentially be spread to one person to another is either through physical contact or through other magical means, which means that the disease that's been spread around this slum is essentially this slime disease, which was emanating solely from that crystal that I destroyed.
Is there a cure?
Now you go back to your teachings again, trying to recall what you read in that book. And the only thing that you recall, it was a holy text, so it wasn't very accurate as to the sciences of a lot of these diseases, and it gave you guidance as if how to purge it via the holy light of your god. And it did say in your textbook that the only way to purge this disease from the human body was to eradicate it. But not to eradicate the human body itself, but to eradicate the source of where the slime came from.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And although you recall that, wait a minute, you destroyed that crystal where what the kid touched, surely that was the source. The slime is still active within the child's bone.
Right. I relay all that information to the guys, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So we have to go down to the sewer because if it's still active, that means there's a greater source that's down that sewer that we gotta kill.
It looks like the slime could have been on that crystal. The kid picked up the crystal, and now that's where it's happened.
Now
So
So it looks like we're going on a trip.
to the
we're going on
sewer.
a trip down the sewers.
We're going
I need
on
more
a trip
alcohol.
to our favorite rocket ship, flying through the sky. No.
I'm gonna be kind of kind and offer to carry Birdman on my back, so he doesn't get his feathers all wet.
Okay, so effectively, what you guys do is you come to the conclusion that okay, we need to destroy the source. We need to go down the sewers. You go back to the pavilion and you recall that the old man told you about the grate, and you find it right where it's supposed to be. And when you find it, you find yourself in the sewers.
I'm the
Yeah.
last thing around, and I'm really reluctant to jump in the hole.
Now you notice in the sewers that I've got your minis set up. So the dwarven-looking guy is Fenric. The bird is Copernicus. The other fighting dude is Jared, and the other one is Ziskin because he looks like a different dwarf.
Wait, which dwarf am I? Am I the one with
So
the shield?
I am literally
you're-
just a bird.
You're one of the very bottom.
I'm the one at the very top.
Gotcha.
I'm the one next to the bird.
Give me a second. I'm just making
No.
sure. Okay, I just need to make sure that this is a map layer.
May I add, the reason I decided I'm gonna carry the bird is because birds have hollow bones, so he's not gonna be
There we
heavy.
go. That's
I'm
better.
just sitting onto your back, really scared looking and really uncomfortable.
Okay, so you guys set yourself down into the sewers, and as you go down into the sewers, you realise that there just seems to be like this weird colorization within the waters. It doesn't seem to be clear, not even like messy as you would think a sewer would be. The water is actually a shade of green, and as you look towards, you,
Investigation check.
oh yep, very well done. Roll it.
It's not gonna go well. Woo!
It's an 18. Very good.
Double
You
digits.
investigate this sewer quickly, and as you do, you identify that there is a couple of pipes ahead of you, and what seems to be like a grate, and like a really big grate at the basin of this area. And it seems to be that these pipes just spurring out this water, and then it turns green, and this basin here seems to carry it across to another section of the sewer. But you realise that there is something jammed in this grate. And what's jammed in this grate is an orb. And inside of this orb is glowing green with a series of green crystals laying within it.
Oh,
I don't see anything because my eyes are tightly shut.
Oh, shite.
What?
Dom?
What do you see?
I see a
Yes.
bunch of those damn crystals. That's what I see.
More
Can
of the
I look
crystals,
to
you
the
say?
right more than anything towards that dead end, see if there's anything up there?
Yeah, by all means. Roll me investigation check of your own.
Sweet.
Whose back am I on?
You're on my back, Jared. Do you have a bow?
I don't know. I have these swords.
Would you like to borrow my bow? So while you're up there, you can use the bow.
If I take my hands off, I would fall off.
Uh,
I can cast magic.
well, yeah, that works.
Oh, you rolled a
Is it not?
19. Sorry, I just saw.
Yeah.
You rolled a 19 down the other side of the sewer. And as you look down here,
Mm-hmm.
you don't seem to see anything in particular that gleams green down there. You notice that the majority of this green energy seems to be resonating from that grate.
No.
Is it
Yeah,
dark?
so there's
down
nothing up the dead end with that other circular bit, where the light's like kind of
Hmm.
beaming it through.
Strangely enough, the grate that you've come down from above has actually well lit this place, and the water resonates the light in such a way so the entire sewer is perfectly visible to you all.
So
I still
it-
cast
literally
dancing
that
lights
grating
just to make sure.
Okay, so you just ring your fingers and hands across one another as you generate a series of lights around you, just to spread a little bit more light around the area.
I reckon a medical expert needs to check to see if this is safe.
Right. So did they say
Um,
that it was an orb of those crystals?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Right. In which case, then, would I see that these are the same crystals?
You would have
If I
to
went
get
to go take a
closer
look
and
at it.
find out.
Yeah, I'll go get closer to get a closer look at them.
Okay, would you like to move your character as to how close you would want to go?
Okay, that's not drag and drop. There.
Okay, you move a little bit closer there, and I want you to roll me an investigation check.
Think double digits.
Believe in the double.
Double digits.
Believe in a double.
Oh, it's 14. That is double digit. Now you are a little bit closer, and you can see the orb more clearly. And when you look inside of this orb, specifically, there seems to be so many crystals inside of here that you just can't count as to how many are within here. You don't know as to whether these are naturally enchanted with this disease, or whether these are just elemental crystals that have just been thrown down here at some point.
Right, okay. So from that, I perceive that they are the same crystals that I've cleansed previously.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna walk up, pick it up. So I'll walk up here, pick it up, and I'll cleansey.
As you walk up to where that thing is, you notice that you step on something gelatinous. And as you step on this
I'm like,
and as you step on this gelatinous figure, give me 1 second.
Dom, can I move my character to a place where I want to be?
Oh yeah, sure. You can do that before this all triggers. Okay,
Wait,
that's
I
fine.
want to be there.
Okay, just giving him
Just
a little
to
bit
be
of
on the
backup.
safe
That's
side.
fine.
Yeah.
You move up to there, and effectively, you step on something gelatinous. You've stepped on what seems to be a green, poisonous slime. And as you have stepped on this, all of a sudden, in front of you, you see another green gelatinous slime, and another green gelatinous slime, and another green gelatinous slime. As you are now surrounded by slime, and you are standing within a said slime. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh dear. Here we go already.
Uh-oh.
hey,
Wow.
You are now grasped by this slime, and your the lower part of your body up to your waist has been consumed by it. And if you let me roll this, you take 5 points of poison damage.
Oh, ouch.
And you have been poisoned and held still, so you cannot move and at the beginning of your turns unless you succeed on the Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn. You're going to get
Can
1d4 poison damage.
Can I make an athletics check to try and squeeze out?
You can,
Good
but
call.
as you do, everyone roll for initiative.
Woohoo!
Play that battle music, Dom.
Switch to. Oh, that's
Do dwarves not have resistance against poison?
I do.
I have resistance against disease as a paladin, but not poison.
If you're a dwarf,
I have
dwarves have
dwarven
resistance against
resistance.
poison.
And I
Oh.
rolled a 19 there, Dom.
10.
Give me 1 second. Let me
Where's my
let me just
initiative?
slap in some battle music
No,
just to make it more
so-
epic. Huh.
Ja.
That's actually a 13.
You're going into dice jail because you're rolling badly.
I rolled amazing.
That is some loud slime.
that is some loud slime. But I don't think that is actually the one I wanted. Give me 1 second as I'm trying to. Because I thought I had some battle music set, but the looks of things.
The
I
slime
don't.
is loading.
We are loading your slime. Okay. What about? Okay, screw it, that'll do. You are now fighting in this blissful place. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so are these all your initiative
Yep.
rolls?
Yeah. Mine had a
Okey-dokey.
+1 on it, so it's technically 13, but I still come between everyone anyway.
Okay, I need to roll as well. Wow.
Oh wow.
Damn
Okay,
it,
then.
Dom!
Are
Okay,
you
so
with each individual slime, or?
no.
Wow, there's a turn order thing on this. It's awesome.
No, when the GM rolls, he essentially rolls for all the initiative of all the opponents.
Okay, so let me just get you guys selected and put on here, just so I can.
So basically, he's got the highest initiative.
We're all gonna die.
Don't you have any
think-
pluses on your
I'm gonna
19, Venric?
Nope, that's literally my initiative
No, I need
at
to
its
go
highest.
back.
My initiative is a +0, so unfortunately, that is it. 19 for my.
Oh well. At least you get to go next.
Position. Add turn to Jared. Add.
Yeah, help me
don't,
out.
Don't mind, Jared. I'm just going to move you to one side just so I can add Copernicus in.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so out of a lot of you, is this going to go first?
You don't say.
Jared goes
Last.
last, so fourth. Benwick goes second. And
I'm guessing the one at the
Copernicus
very back
goes-
is Jared.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, the one just behind you at the moment.
I'm
Okay.
still on your shoulders.
Okay,
I
but
have a
before
mount.
any of you do anything, the slimes! The
You have a
slimes
human
will do what they do. Now, the slimy slime that has a Ziskin in his grasp is just going to stay there and just keep going. Just like start making sucking noises. As this other slime is going to move 15 feet in front of you, Venwick. And what this slime's going to do is, it's going to come up to your height and try to, like, headbutt you with its gelatinous form. So I'm going to...
Let it try.
So it's going to do that, plus that. Bless you.
Bless you.
You rolled an 8 against your AC.
Sorry, I'm allergic to slime.
Fine. I'm fine.
Okay,
I've
so
got AC of 13.
he tries to swing at you, but you just put up your battle axe and block it as the slime just It's just like jellifies back to where it was and snaps and wobbles. But then we have slime at number 2 that is going to come up just to the side of you and try and do
Great.
the exact same thing.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Plus that. It is a 7 against your AC.
Rolled lower. I'm
The
still
DM
okay.
can roll bad too.
So you see the other slime coming up to you, going to do the same thing, and you're like, oh, come on. But you step to one side as it goes into the headbutt, as it snaps back, just like the other. Now, gelatinous slime number 4 is in fact going to go up 10 feet behind Ziskin, who's now stuck looking at the orb, and he's going to have advantage against hitting Ziskin. So, let me see, roll d20 plus 2. So this is my first roll. That's a 10, and then I have advantage, so it's whichever one's the best one. 10 versus AC, and 11 versus AC. Wow!
AC 17, so I think I'll live.
The DM sucks! So even though you're stuck in the jelly, and this guy has come up behind you, you're able to look back far enough so that you are able to like use the battle axe that's strapped to your back this time to deflect the slime's attack backwards so that it doesn't actually hurt you.
Perfect.
So now that's happened on that side of things. But guys, there is one thing. Although you didn't find anything magical on that other corner down the way, 2 slimes down on the right hand side from when you guys came into the sewer
Wait, what?
have just turned on, and they've activated due to their other slimy brothers, and they are going to begin strolling downward. Now they can't move very far because they're slimes and they're kind of terrible with moving, but that one's going to move there and that one's going to move there. They are heading with the intention of trying to gelatinously grab at Copernicus and Jared.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Okay, and with that, the slime's turn is over, and we have, I believe it was Ziskin that goes first. No, Ziskin was last, weren't it?
It's now second.
Second. I don't know why the turn order's just fucked up there. Oh, that's
Yeah,
probably why I need to
probably.
enter. Let me just scroll back up quickly and check before I did my rolls. Here we are. So it was I got 20. Yeah, Venric, that's it. Venric goes first.
There we go. Got it back.
There we go.
Perfect.
Your last, you and you
Just
are.
be 2 seconds,
third.
guys.
There we go, no worries. Okay,
I was second to last.
Venric, it is your time to shine. Your turn.
Excellent. Can I hit both the slums? Like do a swing at them both, like almost like a whirlwind to try and attack both of them.
Sadly, you can only target one unless you have a skill that allows you to go attack one and swing into the other.
Yeah,
Damn it.
cleave.
Damn it! All right, then I'll attack the one. Hang on, I'll swing my character the one I want to attack. So what's attack? Come on.
Do you not
Damn
have
it.
2 attacks?
No. With my battle axe, please.
At level 5, you get an extra attack.
So I
Thanks for
just
the advice,
rolled
Gay
nat-
Kiwi, by the way.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was someone in the Twitch chat giving advice, so thank you for that.
Thanks, Kiwi.
Oh, I rolled an 18
Oh.
on that slime, Dom.
You rolled a 18 against the slime. Okay, you swing a ding ding at at that slime, feeling pissed that it's taken one of your friends, and you're not going to be taken lightly. You smash that slime, and that slime seems to get split by the sheer power of your attack. Roll me some damage.
What do I roll, Dom?
That's the damage of your weapon that you used.
1d8 then. A 5.
That's plus your strength modifier on that for damage.
Strength modifier of +3, so 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
So 8.
So let me just do my math on my end. Brilliant. Well done. You split the slime with your axe, and the slime just seems to combine itself back together again. But you did do damage to it. It does seem to be affected by the blow that you did inflict. Now, do you want to move around at all, or?
Yeah, I suppose I should really go back. How many steps can I go back, Dom?
Now, you can check this. If you select your character and press spacebar, you may have to press it a couple of times. You can see how many feet each square is. And
Yep.
I believe because you're a dwarf, you can only your speed is 25? Unless I'm mistaken?
You can move one.
Then you can move
2,
25
4,
feet in any
5
of the directions where you can see.
Okay, so 1, 5.
Each square is 5.
Each square is 5, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there. So I want to go to there and face that way.
Okie dokie. Very good stuff. Right, that is your move over with, and we are now moving on to Ziskin.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna very quickly look at something. Right. Hang on. You know how
Oh yeah,
battle axes are versatile.
I completely forgot. First things first. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you are kind of trapped.
There's a dwarf. You
Wait,
get
is the
advantage.
Constitution saving throw just for the poison?
That's for both the poison and trying to get out of the slime at the same time.
Bada bing, bada 14.
Ooh.
Oh, that ain't bad. That
That's
ain't
good.
bad.
You get advantage because you're a dwarf.
Well, I tell you what I'll do with this one is I'll roll just a simple d20. If your 14 beats my roll, you'll break it. Let's have a look. Ooh.
Should we both go again?
Yeah, let's go again. Let's do this. Okay, so go. Oh!
That's great.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
and I rolled a 2. Effectively, your lower half, like the slime slowly trying to climb up the remainder of your body, but as it is, you're just getting pissed from it all, and like preaching to your lord, you just kick out of that slime and smash out of it. The slime itself shuffling. Oh, sorry, I'm grabbing your character just to move this. Shuffling to one side because you've just snapped out of him. You don't take the poison damage and you can move freely.
Cool. Right. So I'm free to attack now, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm gonna turn to the one that just been nomming on me, and battle axes are versatile, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Right, gotcha. So is it if I hold them in two hands, it's
D10.
D10 damage? Right, gotcha. In which case, then I'm actually going to smack it with Thunderous Smite for a knockback.
Oh, I like it. Just give me a second.
Which on my spell attack modifier is D20 plus 5.
Ooh.
Go, go, go.
Don't get a 1.
18.
Nice.
That one is damage though, so I'll take that down to 40. Oh no, my mathematics. There we go. So which one are you hitting again? You're hitting the one that's right.
The one I'm facing, the one that I
Okay.
just broke out of.
The one where you smacked. You rolled an 18, and what were you doing to it again? Sorry.
Thunderous Smite, so it's an additional 2d6 for damage.
Okay, so raising your hand in your lord's glory, you bring it down in a fist, and as you do, you see this electrified energy form at the top of the sewer tunnel as a
By the
bolt
power
of
of
lightning
Grayskull.
just comes down and strikes into the slime, shaking it and dispersing it. Roll for damage on that. Or, yeah.
Well, that was bloody sexy.
Thunderous Smite is actually, I think it's an empowered physical attack, isn't it?
Ooh,
Let me just check that actually.
just double check it.
Yeah. Spell descriptions.
Yeah, thank you very much for this, by the way, Kiwi. I'm still relatively new to Roll20, so any advice is really appreciated.
It's LMNOP. Alphabet P.
QRS.
I can't alphabet.
How does one?
I can
S.
alphabets.
So we're on S. We're close to T. Close to T. I'm getting it. Telekinesis. Right. We're getting close.
We're getting there.
Thunderous Smite. Thunderous
Oh,
Smite.
excuse me.
It's actually right. It's casting time, bonus action, range, self, concentration. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you, and the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed in a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Okay, roll me the damage first, please. So that's the damage of your weapon plus the 2d6 lightning damage, was it?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
also two-handing it.
Nice, that's a d10 instead of a d8.
Yeah, so that's d10 plus 2. So
Very sexy.
Ooh.
21.
21!
21.
I should
Okay.
imagine that thing
So
just
as this-
exploded.
As this lightning bolt comes down, strikes your axe as you're swinging it, as it disperses into the slime, it does incredible amounts of forcing damage. Now what I'm going to do is I've got to roll a d20 saving throw. Hello? A strength saving throw was it? Oh, I failed
It
it!
doesn't matter. He's very, very dead.
And that he gets pushed 10 feet back, is that?
Yes, Taffy.
10 feet backwards. Very nice. And he loses that much health. So where's my calculator quickly just to help me out? Yes, I'm a scrub lord that can't do quick maths. I'm sorry. I kind of failed in that regards. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, sorry.
Also, Dom, there's nothing playing at the moment, mate.
Yeah, I can't. Ironically, I don't think I can find any long-term battle music, which is a bit of a shame. I will keep trying though. I will keep having.
Okay.
Right, so well done in that regard. You have smacked that slime. Now, of course, now breaking out of that slime would take your move action for that turn. So that would be all from you. I'm afraid. That is fine. Tell you what, I'll just put on some background music that just makes sense for the sewer. I think that will just do. Right. So well done on that regard, though. Okay, Copernicus, Birdman.
I see the two coming down the right, panic, and just shoot a bolt of time at it. Ah!
Dom, try that. It's royalty free.
Poof.
Oh no,
So
I
have to
definitely
roll
I can
an
I definitely I can add.
I am rolling
to
garbage.
so fine. Okay.
I rolled.
Yeah. What did you get? You got a 9 against the slime.
Yeah.
No.
You
Yeah.
you see the slimes coming from your right hand side, and you're just like, "Ah!" Shoot, as just a burst reaction,
I'm
and
still clinging to Jared's back, and I just thought,
Yeah. and as you do, you see the bolt flying, hoping that it will hit the slime, but it just flies straight past it, hitting the sewer wall at the back.
Oh, heck.
Now you
Thank
can
you, Jared. Don't just stand there, move!
now you can still move around if need be.
I'm
Guess
still
you
in
could say
Jared's
he-
back.
Guess you could say he took his time on that one.
Well, is it my goal?
It is indeed.
I'm gonna move
Unless
forward.
Copernicus wanted to move at all, or didn't you want to?
No, I'm still on Jared's back,
Okay, no worries.
so
Okay.
I move with Jared.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna move towards the slime, where I just watched the slime get obliterated on one section. I'm just gonna move to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move here.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna do any attacking because, well, I suppose I could throw my throwing axe at one of them.
You could, yeah.
How much range does a throwing axe have?
I believe it's
Careful not to hit
60 feet on a throwing axe, I believe. Give me 1 second. I can
You're on my back unless the axe goes behind me.
find out. I think,
Which-
yeah, the compendium's
which-
right here. So let me,
From experience of D&D is actually possible.
oh, yeah, sorry, hand axe. I mean, it's not in there. Axe. Yeah,
Hand axe,
yeah.
melee weapon attack plus 6 to hit, 1d6 plus
Hand axe. Here we are.
slashing.
Here we
Range 20 to 60. Yeah. it's
Okay,
in
so
range.
yeah, that's got 20 to 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Which will be a dex roll. won't
Yes, so you want to throw it at the slime that's right in front of you.
it? Yep.
Okie dokie. Roll it.
Okay.
It's
2
your dex
seconds.
instead of your strength or
Plus
valor.
2. Oh boy.
Did you add
11.
your proficiency on top of that? Because I believe you're proficient with hand axes.
Oh, in that case,
another-
it's 14.
Okay. You grab one of your axes, thinking, I'm not getting close to that slime yet, but I'm gonna do something. Grab your axe, even with Copernicus on your back, and you're like, watch out, birdie! And you just chuck your axe at that slime, missing the slime, and your axe lands here.
Oh, great.
So keep that in mind, that one of your axes is on this square. So
Okay.
if you go up to that square, you can pick it back up again.
Alright. But that's pretty much my turn
In
over.
fact, I will actually put a text thing down just to remind that the axe is there.
Just write axe there or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. And that is effectively your
Do a
turn.
little doodle.
Dude. Okay. Hand axe. And I will just make that stand out a bit. No, not transparent. Don't want transparent text. That doesn't work like that. There we go.
You want translucent.
Dude,
There we go. Hand axe.
that's fucking tiny.
I can see it.
That's what she said.
And I'm blind as a...
I'm blind as a bat. Right, so that's
I'm not
your
even
turn.
wearing my glasses. Yeah, that's my turn.
And now the slimes react.
Oh, no.
Okay, so first things first. The slime that used to be Ziskin's best friend. He's going to show a sign of anger. He is going to show a sign of anger, and this slime is
How does
going
a slime
to
show anger?
return back to where he was in front of you. And this slime will raise up, and as it raises up, you realise this slime generates like a slimy hand, and that slimy hand turns into the head of an axe and tries to swing at you.
Okay. Have fun.
That is 13 against your AC.
My
Your AC
shield is on my
17.
back. My shield's on my back, so currently it would be 15.
Oh,
But that's fine. It's only a 13.
Okay, no worries. So he turns it into an axe hand and goes to swing at you, and you're a little bit surprised at first, thinking, what, it can do this? And you just grab out your axe that you have in your hands and just deflect it as it comes towards you. Now, of course, Venric and the others have just seen this slime do that, and they're just as surprised as you are, just thinking, what the hell? Okay.
Have I had a bit
just
too much?
So I know,
booze?
if I'm throwing hand axes at this slime, are they gonna mimic everything we hit them with? Because I don't really want my hand axes flying at me.
Well, strangely enough, I'm afraid I can't tell you that, Jared. That will be mixing player knowledge with character knowledge.
That's true.
Anyway, so now, an interesting thing is going to occur. You know those two slimes that have been undamaged so far? specifically these two. So what's going to happen is one's going to climb on top of the other, and they're going to merge.
Oh boy.
And as they merge,
They're gonna combine?
they're going to combine.
All three are going to
They're
come
gonna
together
combine,
to create the Megazord.
And this slime becomes
The mega
predominantly
slime.
bigger than the other slimes that you have encountered. This particular one is then able to walk further than a regular slime would, straight up between Venric, Jared, and Copernicus. And the slime seems motivated to have him some chicken, and he's going to try and headbutt the bird.
Protect me, Jared.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that, Kiwi. That's very handy to know about that whole thing.
Oh,
That's a
Christ.
21 versus your
Oh.
AC.
Wow!
What's the damage?
Okay, let's have a roll.
Filthy.
E8 plus that. You take 10 points of poison damage,
Wow.
and on your turn, you'll have to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Actually, roll a Constitution saving throw right stat now.
These dice are failing me tonight. Constitution. Oh, that is a 5.
You now with that,
You are also going into dice jail.
you also take, and on top of your 10, you take an additional 4 points of damage from the
Yeah.
poison.
I'm at half health, guys.
Ouch.
Wow!
Okay. So what's going to happen next is the slime that got damaged by Venric is actually going to suspiciously move over to here. And then the two that were behind you, that are now behind you guys, are going to move up as they do, a little bit closer. And that's their turn. So next is Venric. Venric,
So now what?
it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, my turn. Considering you said there was a gem on that grate, isn't there, Dom?
Yeah, so it's like an orb with a series of gems in it, back here at the grate.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How much can I run? If I run without actually doing anything else, how many squares can I run?
Double your speed.
Okay, so 50. Yep.
Weighing up the options, here we go.
Bonk.
Okay. So you just seemed empowered on yourself, and you just charge closer to where that orb is. You are now within sight of this orb, and you see it's actually an very quite ornate holster for these gems. It seems as if whoever dropped it down here seemed to have this specific intention of dropping them down here in the first place.
Okay.
And that will be your entire turn on that one, I'm afraid.
That's fine. I wanted to get here anyway.
No worries.
Wait.
Ziskin, you'll go.
Right, okay. I am simply just gonna take. Actually, I'm gonna take my shield out,
Yep.
and then in the same sort of like motion, I'm just literally just gonna like turn my back, pull my shield out, but then just swing my battle axe at the slime again.
Okie dokie, roll for the hit.
Shit, what is my standard? I'm just gonna get my sheet out and bada bing, bada swing. No, how is that gonna work?
Roll your strength.
How it works? No, that is not how it works. I'm not even gonna bother that. Right, so character sheet says it is +7 to hit.
So
This is 17 to hit for me.
Oh, it says.
Oh yeah,
7.
so that rolled a d20, landed on a 10, added your proficiency and
Oh,
your modifier. So yeah, 17 you rolled.
all right, cool. So it does work like that.
Yes.
17.
So you rolled a 17
Um,
against the slime. You grab out your shield as kind of like a mild distraction as the axe quickly comes after, and you slice at that slime successfully. Roll for some damage, please.
Yep. It's a keep pressing up, and all it's doing is spamming my roll 20 chat bar.
20,
So,
20, 20,
roll-
20, 20, 20.
Pretty much. Let's roll D8 plus 2.
6.
And actually, after that, as a bonus action,
Oh,
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
okay, awesome stuff. So
So
after
now
you've
I've got a bonus.
after you have successfully landed the blow, you chant the name of the Lord in your hand as your shield and your entire body of armor resonate in the holy glow.
Yes.
So now
And I've
you
got
has
19 AC.
you has your protection. And do you want to move at all, or
I'm just going to take a singular step back. Trying not
cool.
to trip over the hand axe.
Yeah, good move. Okay, it is now the turn of Copernicus.
Right. I'm going to jump. Wait, how high is the ceiling in here?
How high is the ceiling?
Yeah.
So when you climb down the ladder, you identify that the ceiling on top of you is about a good, I'd say about 65 feet.
The ceiling of the tunnel already is 65 feet tall.
Yes.
So it's flying. Yay. Okay, I leap off of his back with my wings,
Yep.
pull out my 2 short swords,
Yep.
and swing towards the one to my right.
Okay, the big slam.
So I've got 2 short swords, so 2 attacks.
Roll for the attacks on the short swords.
See if this works. Ja. Oh, and that. Did that work?
Okay, so that's 11
11
plus
to hit.
5. That was 11. Okay, so that was 11. That one's a miss, I'm afraid.
Another one. Go. 19 to hit.
That's a hit. Very good hit. And so you go in with your first sword, and the slime just seems to dive underneath it. But because you have your eagle eyes and your bird-like senses, you notice this, and instead of going for another horizontal slash with the other blade, you instead do a vertical slash downward, going into the slime, successfully hitting it and inflicting it with 6 points of damage.
And then I will fly away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Okay, cool.
45, 50. There we go.
I'm seeing that there's kind of a problem here for me.
What's that?
I'm surrounded by slime.
I'm surrounded by slime. You may not be for long. It depends on what you do. But yes,
I got up, slashed him, and
well done,
ran.
Copernicus. That is your turn. Now, Jared, you're surrounded by slime. What do you fancy?
Can I attack then move? Yes, no.
Wait, what was that? Sorry?
Can I attack then move?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll attack the slime to my right, first of all, with
Okay.
my great axe.
Are you one-handing or
Great sword,
two-handing that?
I mean. I'm going to two-hand it.
Okie dokie. Do you have the information on there as to what damage you do when you two-hand it?
One target. No. Oh, it's always two-handed.
Oh,
I
there you
can't
go.
one hand with it.
That's fine.
It's 2d6 plus 3.
So roll for the attack first.
Wait, where is it? It's my strength, is it not? Yes, it's
So that'll be your
plus 3.
d20 plus your proficiency plus your strength modifier. Or you could just...
Efficiency.
I believe you could just be able to click on the weapon in your sheet.
My god, that's 9. +9. Okay. Here we go. If that misses, I'll be so shocked. Oh my god.
It is a. Oh, yeah, have you added pluses to that?
Yeah.
So
It's +9. Because they've got +3 proficiency bonus and +6 strength.
Okay,
My
so
mic was
that's
muted.
50.
You actually pressed =9 instead of +9.
Did I? Yeah, that
So that's not added any modifiers. So that's actually
No,
total
that's a
24.
good point. Ignore that. Let's try again.
Yeah, let's try again.
There we go. Smash.
Oh,
The
wow.
same thing anyway.
Very good.
Yep.
Right, a little bit annoyed that your hand axe wasn't able to connect with his target earlier. And now that Copernicus is off of your shoulders and you are free to fully swing your sword, you just, like, crack your neck as you just wring your shoulder out. As you just grab your greatsword, bring it over, grab it with 2 hands, and shout as you swing into this slime and successfully slice into it. Roll me some damage.
2d6 +3. Can I, like, click this and do it that way? No. No, I can't. 2d6 +3. Bam! No, I don't want to write that, idiot.
I didn't want to write this, Johnny.
Bang! 10 damage.
Lava. It takes 10 points of damage. Very good. And of course, you've attacked. You can move if you want.
Now I'm gonna run towards my party.
Because you attacked, you can only run at your regular speed, though. You can't double.
Yeah, that's what I expected. Oh. No, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, there you go. You've just done your great sword thing. You would have critted with that if you landed it.
Oh, okay. I can move 6, so I can move there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there. And how do I turn round? Haha. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and face the slime just in case it comes at me.
Okay, very good move.
And that's all I'm doing.
Great stuff. Okay, back to the slimes. Slime number 1, Ziskin's best friend. He's just gonna shuffle up, shuffle on up, shuffle on up, shuffle on up. Here comes the slime headbutt. Here we go. Ta-da. It's a 16 versus UAC. And I don't hear you.
My mic was muted.
There you go.
This is my AC, which is now 19.
So that is a big fat miss. Effectively, the slime goes in to headbutt at your chest, and because you're shining with this radiant energy, the slime just goes in and just ping, jellies just danked back into where it was. So that slime failed. This one, however, this cheeky one that went round the side, is still acting just very strange. He's going to head over this way now. Just troll around that way. The big slime. That is not very happy. He is going to come over here. What he's going to try and do is he's going to try and engulf Jared in the same way the Ziskin was engulfed earlier.
Perfect.
So what I want you to do, Jared, is roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw, which would be +4. Too bad. Oh no, ignore that. Wrong dice. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah.
It's a D20. 1d20. My apologies.
No worries.
And that's +4. There we go. Bang. 23.
Oh, very well done.
Nice.
You try. The
Nice.
slime tries to go underneath you and occupy you, but you pretty much just go like, "Fuck off! Fuck off! Get away!" You're
I
just
just
kicking
kicked
it.
the slime away.
Yeah, you're just kicking it away with your feet, and the slime just like, "Oh, right then, Johnny, I'm just gonna be all intimidating in your face, like, be all like that way." If the slime would talk English, of course, which he doesn't. And then these other slimes.
Apparently
down
he's
the
a
side.
Geordie as well.
Oh yeah, and the slimes down the side are just gonna head down that little bit more. Okay, Venwick, you're back.
Yes, I am.
Your turn, please.
I'd like
Can
to.
I'd like to make some speech quickly before
Oh,
you do any of your
go for
actions. I turn around to Venric and say, Venric, can you keep these slimes off me while I grab the orb and try and purify it?
I was gonna do something completely different, but
Okay.
hey ho! I'm gonna grab my sword and now run towards the orbs and attack the orbs.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
do you
Like,
want to stand here
Slice
for
down
me?
the orbs.
Oh crap!
Yep.
So move yourself over to here.
I try
Yep.
and stop him from doing that.
Oh.
If I can, I'm going to try and stop him
Okay,
from doing
what
that.
I want you to do, I want Ziskin, I want you to move here. Move your character
Yeah,
there
yeah.
for me.
Tackle him! Don't let him do it!
Okay, what I want you both to do, just roll me a raw d20 between the both of you. Whoever wins, something will happen.
Ooh.
No,
Oh,
whoa.
Patrick.
Nope, yeah.
So what happens in Ziskin? You
Just
see the
bounces off him.
you see that Venric is just going to smash down into this orb and crack it open. And as you do, you try and get your axe out in order to help block or even deflect the blow, hoping that it isn't going to smash the orb. It does nothing in any way as the axe just goes down, goes onto the orb, but as the axe goes and hits the orb itself resonates in a quick electrified energy and pushes you guys back 5 feet in those directions. And you both, if I just roll this quickly.
With my 19 AC, would it still hurt me?
Oh yeah, I want you both to first roll a. Let's go with a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, is it not spell save?
No, it's just going to be a basic wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's a flat D20.
Well, oh, this is gonna be interesting for me. That's
14
not
minus
bad.
2, 12, okay.
No, you put plus -2. Is it actually -2 or is it +2?
It's actually -2
Alright, gotcha. That's
because
cool.
you have that plus the -2.
Right, okay.
It's bod mass, it's fine. Okay,
Right, okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, 10 and 12.
Oh, you got 10. I'm sorry. I was blind. Okay. You both get pushed back, and this force that has pushed you back has just electrified your body a slight amount, as you now understand that this orb is protected by an electrical barrier that cannot be smashed via just simply smashing a weapon into it, apparently. And you
Damn
both take 2 points of damage.
That's not a lot.
I can deal with that.
Okay, now, Venwick, because you moved and attacked on that one, that is the end of your turn.
Can I do?
Can you do a what?
Can I do?
Oh yeah, talk common, Kiwi, that's what I meant. If the slimes could talk common.
Yeah.
Have we lost Venwick?
Again.
Venwick, no.
I'm just gonna go quickly check on my degus to make sure they're still alive because it is very warm.
Why has someone posted like Big Mac Daddy memes on my Discord?
It's funny. Watch
that
it.
was me. It's because he
Be
was
right back.
talking about a fidget spinner.
Oh wow.
He thinks
Okay,
his internet played
okay,
up.
Venwick, if your internet's playing up, type in what you wanted to do and I'll read it out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's alright. We'll get back. We'll sort you out when it's next time. That's fine.
There we go.
Oh, you're back.
Never mind. Got you back. I was just saying, can I do a bonus action of dash? Because I still have that as level 3.
Sure. Yeah, you can dash.
How much can I dash?
Does it not say on your sheet at all?
No, it doesn't. It just says bonus action of dash.
Okay, let me just. Where's just. Compendium. Do we have anything on dash? Combat dash. Here
action
we
is
go.
usually your movement speed.
When you take a dash action, you gain extra movement speed for the current turn. The increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers of a speed of 30 feet, or example, blah 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 blah. Speed of 30 is reduced to 15 feet, for instance. You can move up to 30 feet this turn if you. Okay, so with the because because you already moved, dash does nothing because dash would just double your speed. And
Fair enough.
And you already had to move towards the orb, etc. So I'm sorry about that.
No problem. I just thought I'd ask anyway, though.
No worries. Okay, Ziskin,
Yes.
go for it.
Right. Okay. Right. I need to see what type of action that is. PDF. What is down as?
Yeah, that wouldn't normally happen, Kiwi, but in 5th edition they changed it to just double your movement speed for the turn. Because I think it was like that in 3.5, and that was amazing in 3.5, but they changed it for 5th.
Right. Okay. I need to figure out what this is now because it's just saying that lay on hands. What I've got written down for lay on hands is no spell cost.
Yeah, I don't think it is a spell because I think it's just an innate paladin ability.
Yeah, it doesn't cost any more spell points or anything.
No, it doesn't.
I think
It
it's
kind of acts
lay
like
on
a
hands.
cantrip in that way.
I want to find out like how long it would take for me to cast it.
Okay. It might have a duration.
Is it on spell descriptions?
Let me see.
I think it's a paladin only spell. I think.
Paladin lay on hands. Let me have a look.
So your paladin level ×5.
Yeah, I want to find out the cast time.
Oh, it's just as an action, so it doesn't even have any cast time. It's an instant.
It's just action.
Okay, cool. In which case, then I am literally gonna go. When I can move the map, I'm gonna. So the orb is. Why isn't it pinging? I want to ping.
So here, yep.
Yeah, the orb's there, right? So I want to. Can I basically move to there, grab the orb, and then move there?
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and then I'd like to use 5 points of lay on hands to try and purge the dirty from it.
Pop it. Okay. So you grab the orb, dash back over to there, and as you've got the orb into your hands, you put it in between them both, as you just shine your lay on hands and your healing energy inside of the orb. And as you see it, it's doing a similar thing as to what it did last time with the green crystal, shining bright with radiant energy as you have your eyes closed. And as you open your eyes and the radiant energy comes back down, you notice that a number of those crystals inside the orb have lost its power, but other ones are still ticking. But you all notice something. The slimes have seemed to have jiggled out of a reaction of being affected by this orb. I'll just do that again for screen because my arms are just like jiggle. And effectively, so this one, for example, this. So I'm actually going to roll this to see how much damage they take. And you know what? I'll add that on top. Why not? Let's see. So these slimes are taking 10 damage each.
Wow.
Nice.
Just by
The
simply
fat
laying on
slime.
hands and doing that.
The
Fat
big
slime also
slime.
takes it.
The big slime, which is essentially 2 slimes melded into one, will that take 20 or just still 10?
That's still 10 because it's counted as one being now.
Gotcha.
Okay, whoops, that's supposed to be 50. Minus. Whoop.
Obviously,
Just-
as I do this though, I'm just gonna like, right, guys, keep the slimes off me. I think I know what I've got to do.
Oh, do they?
There we go.
Food bath. Get them washed.
Okay, that would be your turn, Ziskin, alright?
Yes.
Okay. Copernicus.
Okay, I'm pretty hurt, so I'm gonna just spend I'm gonna fly up in the air so that they can't hit me. So as high as I can go before I hit the ceiling.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna use my first level revert time and heal. So
Okie doke.
D8. That was not in the dice tray.
As you're flying up, by the way, and because you're damaged, roll me a Constitution saving throw to see if you shake off the poison.
Wait, I'm poisoned?
Yes.
Oh. 2.
You rolled a 2, which means you take 4 points of damage.
Okay, I gotta work this out. Goes up to there. And then I take 4. I'm better than I was.
Okay, so you've healed yourself up, have you?
Yes. And then I spend the rest of my turn getting the slime out of my feathers.
Okay, cool. So you're flying over the top. You've healed yourself a little bit, and as you are, you're just like, oh, get this rough,
Oh, ghastly things.
like tearing some terrible slime out of you, just like spitting in between, ripping the slime out as it has a horrendous
Dumb.
taste.
I genuinely thought you was dabbing. Then you was like, "Ah, these feathers."
Oh, oh, oh. And then you're like, oh! No, that's crazy.
I'm not really going to drink well out for my next turn.
That's good stuff on that. Jared, you'll go.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Just
No
making
worries.
sure my degus are alive.
Oh, the degus are running. These degus are running wild. This is a slobber knocker.
They're acting a bit funny.
Ah, bless them.
They're very hot, so they're just laying all over the place.
Ah, bless. It is really hot.
It is. I've opened the door because I was a bit worried about
Mm.
them. I'm gonna hit the slime that's in front of me.
Oh, big slime.
Yep. I'm gonna
Okay.
whack it with my great sword.
Whack me
Again.
with your wacky stick. Whack me. Whack
I think I
me.
can just hold that and then wham. Click on token on screen to target. Bam.
14.
14.
You go in to swing your great sword against Mr. Big Slime, and as you swing your sword, the slime just seems to bend backwards as your sword just swings thin air.
Oh, okay. That didn't go so well. Can I fall back a bit to the other guys?
Yes, you can.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say I'm gonna stay there and face
Okie
that
dokie.
way.
Right, that's cool.
Yeah. That's me done. I
Right.
can't really do anything else.
And it's slime time.
Oh god.
Now, what's going to happen with the slime is, this little slime, the Ziskin's been fighting this whole time. He's going to go on top of your hand axe and claim it as its own. And so he just absorbs the hand axe, and the hand axe is now just floating inside the green slime. Then Big Slime,
Oh great.
Big Slime, that you have been fighting, is going to actually come up over to here, towards Venric. And Mr. Big Slime is going to go and bring out an arm, like what you saw what happened to Ziskin earlier. And this arm is going to turn into a hammerhead as it goes to hit Venric into the back. So let's do... a 7 versus Venric's AC.
Please, it's not even doing anything at the moment. It's just like it's tickling me, if anything.
It's just a friendly
Caressing me. It's kind of stroking its hand.
a friendly
Stroking
tap
its
on
hand on my face. It's like, ooh, mighty beard.
Ooh, might beard, nice. Of course, if the slime spoke common. Okay, so he goes to swing at your back, and you just feel like this tap on your back as you see Mr. Big Slime, and it's like, oh hello.
Can I face to him then?
Yeah, swing your character around so you're now facing the slime. Why not? Then you got this one down below here that's still acting a little bit cautious. Gonna move over here, and then these two at the back. Yet again, these are going to move a wee bit closer. Okay, there we go. It is now Venric. Your turn.
Right, I'd like to attack this big slime now, please, in front of me by dual wielding my battle axe.
Okay.
So holding both hands on it.
And you swing it. Roll me for the attack.
Attack of a D10, or is it just a natural 20?
So that'd be no. This would be your attack itself. So it's a D20 plus your attack bonus.
It'd be my what?
D20 plus your attack bonus, like normal.
Oh, okay. So attack bonus. So is that my strength bonus modifier? Oh,
So
attack bonus of plus 5.
That's your proficiency plus your strength modifier on top of the roll.
So it's 5, 6, 7. Okay.
You what?
Oh dear.
That was a 10.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to swing
Pathetic.
your axe in both hands against Big Slime, and Big Slime effectively just shrinks down to the point where you just swing it at air, very similar to what Jared happened, and then the slime just reacts and grows right back to its original size in front of you. Now, do you want to move around anywhere?
Can I try attack it again?
You know what? If you don't want to move anywhere, I'd actually let you do it. Why the hell not?
Sorry, Dom?
If you don't want to move anywhere, I'd actually let you do it.
Beautiful. I'm going to do it then.
Good. I make the rules here. I'm DM. I can do this shit. So roll again. That's a 16. And you go in for the swing again. This time trying in vertically because the horizontal one obviously didn't work. And you're swinging vertically. The big slime effectively splits back into its former two as it dodges the attack, melds itself back together again as you raise your axe back into your hands.
God damn it.
So with that, there's your turn. Now, Ziskin.
Right. So my first action is because I've only used Lay on Hands twice now. I've used it for the first crystal, which I got rid of, and once again, just then.
Yes.
And Dom's headset's off. And it's back on again.
Okay. Yeah, when I'm done.
So right, now, I've used Lay on Hands twice, so that's 5 points, and obviously I get 5 points per level, so I get 20 total. I've used it for the first time, 5 points on the first gem. I've used it once now, so I'm going to use another 5 points, Lay on Hands on the orb.
Okie dokie. So, channeling your energies into the orb once more. You concentrate as your Lay on Hands just resonates the orb with radiant energy yet again, as another series of crystals seem to lose their energy. And you shake the orb a little bit in your hands just to identify if there are any left, but only seems to be about 1 or 2 crystals left with energy inside of this orb. But as you have shaken that orb quite well, and the orb is losing quite a considerable amount of power with it, I'm going to roll this. Slimes take 4 points of damage.
Right, can I make an additional action?
Yes. Yeah, you can, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I will. Okay, so give me one sec. They'll take a -4 to everything that they're doing.
You might want to repeat the question because Dom might not have heard it.
Yeah, Dom, can I make an additional action?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to do it again. 4th and final time.
Okie dokie. You do it your 4th and final time, channeling that energy once more where you're like, come on. Get everything out of here. As you channel the energies within, one last time, big burst of radiant energy to the point where even Venric looks behind him a little bit and just goes, bright light!
Let's do this.
As it just shines, illuminating across the sewer with all this energy and power flowing through it. All the crystals inside of the orb are now dead and turned to dust inside. Yes, Ma. And give me 1 second and then I'll do it. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And effectively, I'm just going to roll this die just to see what happens, and then I just need to quickly do a thing. Effectively, by doing that...
I need to do a thing as well. I'm going to try and get something like some ice for the degus. See if I can cool them down a bit.
I'm going to do a blind roll of this while I'm doing this thing. So enjoy and keep an eye out on that damage die. And I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
I'll be right back as well.
No problem.
7.
Short intermission.
It's like just a quick 2-minute break, really. So I'm actually going to go quickly fetch a drink. So, right back a sec, dude.
No problem at all. Last one standing. Well, ish. Hi guys, how's it going? This is the Drunken Dwarf. You are now listening to Smooth Radio. with the Copernicus.
Hello, that's me.
Okay, sorry about that, fellows.
No problem at all, Dom.
Okay, so with all that, the slimes also take another series of 7 damage each. -7 on this slime, -7 on this slime, -7 on this slime. None of them seem to be dead yet. But
are they getting close, at least?
They are getting very close. In fact, because you've destroyed the energy of them, you, especially Ziskin, you feel as if, because you have disposed of all the energy inside of this orb, and the slimes resonated from it all, feels as if the slimes themselves may actually be easier to hit now, because they've lost a considerable amount of their energy.
The one that I dinged for 21, is that literally about dead?
He's more of a puddle than an actual slime being, but he's only just living.
Nice.
Some people have gone for drinks, by the way,
I
Dom.
heard you. Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, we still got 2 AFK down,
Okay, no worries.
as our friend Vrenrik was saying. Yeah. Cool.
This is coming along. Lovely. Right, we'll just wait until.
Short intermission kind of thing.
Yeah. Time for
Hey, Dom, how's everyone?
advertisements.
I was just about to say, is everyone enjoying it so far in the chats? And
Well,
like the
looks-
Twitch and stuff like that?
By the looks of things, yeah, I've had no complaints from people, so great stuff. I hope everyone is enjoying the show. And if you
Fucking
are, you
arguing.
can. This is a great time to just plug everything. So.
Plug.
Hey,
You-
Dom, plug the follower.
Oh yeah, I will do that.
Who is this follower?
So effectively, if you enjoy everything you have been seeing this evening, we, in case you don't know, D6 is a YouTube-based series. We have an ongoing story right now, and this is just like a one-off. It's not canon, but it's just something to have as a little bit of fun, and also to test the water of a D6 live stream. We might be doing this on a more regular basis, so keep your eyes out on that. And if you want to just follow us on Twitch, or follow me on Twitch in particular, because that's where we're hosting it, you can follow us here. I'm also live streaming this on to YouTube, so you can subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, also, you'll be able to check out the D6 playlist, where this will end up sitting in, where you can find out what's been happening in the story so far. And this will be put into the playlist as a D6 one-off, so you can still enjoy it, but it is non-canon with the actual.
And don't forget to follow the follower.
Oh yes, follow the follower as well. We have a character in our series called Revan, who follows a god known as the Follower, and we've actually created an account for him on Twitter, and that is at d6_the follower that you
Follow
can
the
follow on Twitter. Do note that you can follow the follower will not follow you, because that's not what the follower does. But that's if you want to support us that little bit extra. Thank you
It's
very
a rather
much.
misleading title, don't you think?
Indeed.
Wait. Is everyone back now? We're still short one person.
I think that's.
I think we're still short of one person.
I'll tell you what, that was
Stagey is still gone.
Ziskin doing his thing. So in the meantime, Copernicus, you can do your thing.
Ooh. Okay, I'm essentially gonna move diagonally that way, taking a swing at each of those slimes as I fly past.
Okay, so one at each slime with both of your swords. Okay.
As I run
Roll,
past, just 1, 2.
roll me against big slime.
Ja. 16.
Oh, that's very good. Because the slimes are now weakened and you can actually hit them easier, the big slime gets hit without even trying to move, unlike how it normally moves. And you did 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage to big slime.
Awesome.
And what about second slime, please?
Second
Which is the
attack.
slime heavily weakened after Ziskin's been battering it.
Aww,
Okay,
that's disappointing.
A 9.
so
So
my
you go-
biggest Degu has decided to use the ice as a pillow.
Oh, bless it.
That's cute,
adorable.
actually.
So you've taken
fired
a
that.
swing at the other slime, and
then circle
effectively the
around.
other slime is just so deteriorating and small at this point that you've just missed it. But you do see that it is heavily weakened as you've just flown to where you are now.
Sort of flew in a circle.
Very good. Jared.
Well,
time to shine.
I think I'm going to help. Who is it standing next to me? Well, near me.
Well, you've got Venric over here.
Yeah, Venric. That's who I'm going to try and help Venric kill the one in front of him.
To kill Big Slime.
Yeah.
Okay, whereabouts do you want to move so you can hit Big Slime? Well, you can hit Big Slime from there, actually.
I just need to turn around. There you go. So yeah, I'm going to swing for the big slime.
Okay, roll for the hit.
Ow. That's not very good.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that was an 8.
Yeah.
So you swing of a big slime, and although the big slime is heavily weakened, it still had enough energy to deflect your greatsword back. It's obviously not as powerful as you thought. Yeah, simple as that. Now, you can either move around, or if you wanted to stay perfectly still, I will allow you to attack again.
Yeah, I'll attack again.
Go
Doing
for
the
it.
same.
That is...
Ooh, that's nice.
17 to hit. Okay.
And slashing damage of 10.
So your first slash didn't really do so well. You then do a backhand slash, going back the way you came, and you do slash straight into the slime itself, dealing 10 damage. Very good. Okay, very nicely done.
Thank you.
That'll be your turn because you did that twice,
Yeah.
and the slimy slimes will do the slimy thing. So, Mr. Slime that has your hand axe going to come up towards you and try its best to hit you, knowing that it's not on its best legs. They have now lost their bonuses to hit because of all the energy that was in that orb now dispersed. But it still hits you for 19 versus your AC.
Ooh, ouch.
Is that a hit?
Wait, on me?
No, on Jared.
Oh.
James.
Yeah.
That was 19 versus your AC.
Oh dear. That's 17. No, 18. You just hit.
You sunk my battleship.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so the slime, although it's weak, does manage to hit you. And it hits you for 7 damage.
points of damage. Which
Ouch.
means
Even on its
48
last
minus
legs, the
7.
slime is still
41.
kicking. Now, also, roll me a Constitution saving throw. It still has remnants of poison energy still within the slime.
19.
Ooh, tasty.
You are not struck with poison. Manage to shake it off before it even gets a hold of you.
Ah, that's good.
Very good. That's slime number 1. Big Slime is going to try and strike against Renwick. And it's a 10 versus your AC.
Yeah, it still miss. It's getting there. It's getting there finally, but it still misses.
Lovely. Now, this slime at the back, he's been running away this whole time, and he is effectively just trying to leg it for this pipe at the bottom. He's now trying to run away. These two slimes over here, who haven't even engaged you in combat at this point, are now going to head over here and also seem to be going towards this pipe over here as if they are trying to run away at their own leisure. Benwick, it's your turn.
Whose turn?
Your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Sorry.
No worries.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Right, I'm going to go here to try and stop
Nice.
this slime running away.
I'll let you use dash on that one, so that's just your bonus movement speed allowing you to do that, so that's perfectly fine.
Beautiful. And I want to face it, so at least then I want to try and stop it
Do you want to hit it?
from running away.
Do you want to attack the slime?
Yes.
Roll
And I
for the
want
hit.
sweet. With my do I just do a normal attack one, don't I, Dom?
Yeah, yeah.
Do I do my strength modifier for that, mate?
Proficiency and your proficiency plus your strength modifier on top of your d20 roll.
So it's 5. I didn't add that. Scrap that 5. Scrap that 5. 7. No, that wasn't right. I didn't do that right. Sorry, Dom.
No worries. We didn't see it. That's better. That's what we want. 23. You slap. You run over to stop the slime from going anywhere, as if to go no, and you just strike down your axe against it. Roll me some damage, please.
That's a D10.
You want to add your rage with that, or because I know you have rage.
My rage.
That's up to you.
My rage. I do have rage, which is a +2, so 6. Yeah, 6 all in all, because my rage is a +2.
Okay, he takes 6 points of damage. He's very weak at this moment in time. You may be able to kill the slime before he dashes away if anyone else joins in to help you out. Well done on your turn. Ziskin, your go. You now have an orb with dust in your hands.
That I'm merely just gonna just put down on the floor because, as far as I'm aware, that's completely.
Okay.
Oh well, I just stuff it in my pocket just in case or whatever.
Okay.
But what do I perceive that those two slimes are doing all the way at the end?
You perceive that because these slimes, although they haven't encountered you in battle and came to life effectively when the others came to life, you see that they are now struck with fear under the grounds that all the crystals that were in that orb are now completely dissipated and their powers are weakened, and they are not happy anymore with trying to fight you guys or trying to interact with you guys whatsoever. Hence, they are looking to run away in this pipe.
Right. What is the maximum distance that I can run and use a? Hang on, is it as an action?
Let me have a look.
And the maximum distance I can move and use an action.
What's your speed?
Speed. That's not it. Apparently, I don't have my speed on here. That's useful.
Because you're a
It's on this
dwarf, I
one.
believe it's 25. Your speed is.
Mine's 25, so
Yeah, it is 25. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 25 feet in any direction from where you're standing right now. And you can check that if you hold onto your character, press spacebar a couple of times, and then you can see an arrow where it points you.
Alright, gotcha. Right. So, how many feet are you saying that I can move and also use an action?
So you can only move 25 feet, and then do another action afterwards. If you were to move any further than that, that would mean you're using your entire action just to move, and you're basically running.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's 5, 10, 55. And if I'm correct, that is within 60 feet. Perfect. I'm going to use Abjure Enemy. And they need to make a. Is it Wisdom saving throw? Wisdom saving throw. And if it fails, it's frightened and its movement speed is reduced to 0.
Okay, brilliant.
And
Let's
if
go.
it passes, it's halved.
It fails it, that's only an 8. So this slime right here looks in your general direction just out of curiosity and is so struck with fear that he is now unable to move.
Wunderbar.
Now that would be your entire turn on that one.
Yes.
So we move to Copernicus.
Yes. I'm just going to continue circling around the room.
Okie dokie.
Does any move? 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So flying around, attacking those two again. 1 strike at each.
Okay, roll the attacks, starting with
First
Big
one.
Slime.
15.
15 to hit. That will hit Big Slime because of him losing his weakness now. So that is
Awesome.
4, so that is minus 8 damage on that one. And roll the attack on the other one.
Second attack. Yeah.
Very good.
Mm.
Now the second one, you've effectively hit the slime just enough that effectively just like you see it like ring in pain as it just drips down, dissolves as like some slight vapors go into the sky and pop like bubbles. That slime is destroyed and the hand axe falls to the ground in front of Jared.
Oh,
Yay.
finally I can have my axe back.
And then continue moving. How much did I move? Is that 25 I moved?
Check it.
15, 20, 25. I can get to about there.
Okay. Very
Flying
good.
towards these two.
Very good, I like it. Right.
That ends my turn.
And Jared, your turn.
Right, first of all, I'm going to retrieve my hand axe. No. First, I'm going to attack, then retrieve my hand axe.
Good show. Roll for the hits.
Ouch.
Ouch. 7.
Yeah.
Even though the slime is weakened, you try and go in for the stab into the slime, and the slime effectively just makes a circle that your sword just goes through, and as your sword comes back, it just retracts back and fills up that circle again.
Okay, saving the idea of the hand axe, can I have another swing instead?
Yeah, just go for it. I'll let you do it.
No.
That's better.
That's not good.
It is better. Now,
I-
now the slime, because it's been the amalgamation of two and it's been weakened a little bit more, it was strong enough to dodge that one. It doesn't seem strong enough to dodge the second one as you pierce it for 6 points of damage.
Yep. Yeah, guys, if you want to use your weapons, all you need to do is click the actual text and then click the enemy you want to use the weapon on.
Gotcha.
Saves you typing in all of the details.
That's pretty cool.
Ah.
That's great.
It goes with checks as well.
Nice. Right, so that is your turn.
No.
And now what's going to happen is the slimes are going to start moving again. Of course, this one, he's struck with fear and cannot move. His friend, however, is just going to be like, I'm going to save myself, and get a little bit closer to the pipe. This guy knows that Venric is blocking his path, so he is going to try and attack Venric just enough to push him out of the way. So he's going to roll for the hit. And it's an 8 versus AC, which I know immediately will not work. Effectively, he misses, and he feels pretty bad about himself. Big Slime, however, is going to move 5 feet closer to the pipe nearby to Jared, which is this one up here. But as he's heading towards the pipe, he will just look backwards and try to swing at Jared that little bit. And it's a 17 versus your AC.
17 at me, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I've got 18.
Okay, brilliant. So he goes to try and swing at you, turning a gelatinous hand into a sword arm this time, replicating similarly to your greatsword. Goes into swing, and you just easily deflect that back with your greatsword because you're so well tuned with how swords work. Okay.
Yeah, damn right.
And with that one, it is back to Venric.
Yeah, back to V. I'd like to attack that slime that's in front of me.
Go for the attack, please. Roll it.
Excellent. 12.
It is a 12. He's a smaller slime of a big slime, and you know what? That does actually hit him this time around because he's not feeling that great. So roll me some damage.
7.
Okay, so he takes -7 on that one. Beautiful. And do you want to do anything else?
Can I, considering I haven't moved, can I attack it again?
Yeah, just go for it.
Beautiful.
Roll me that attack again.
Do I just see if it hits?
That's a 7.
No.
although he was weak for the first hit, he's not that weak, and he's able to avoid your vertical swing downward just by shimmying to the side that little bit.
Damn it!
But he is very weak at this point in time. You're noticing that he's more puddle than slime at this moment in time.
I think it's the alcohol probably getting to me a little bit too much.
Yeah, maybe. Ziskin, you'll go.
Yep. So I'm gonna move another 25 feet. So 5, 10, 5, and then use another jaw enemy on the
And the other one that's running away?
other one that's running away.
Right. And, he rolls a 17. He will pass that saving throw, I'm afraid. And although you try to invoke fear, like you did last time, to stop him from moving, the slime looks backward and kind of like raises a slime hand that forms into a middle finger as he's eventually going towards the pipe.
Okay.
Like, fuck you.
To be fair, with how weakened they are, I think eventually they'll probably end up dying off anyway. That's my thoughts as a character anyway.
Alright, no worries. Hey, Copernicus!
Okay, I'm getting fed up of just attacking with swords, so I'm going to use my 3rd level spell Time Bomb. Place it right. I make a little thing appear. Basically, I'm putting it in the middle because it's got a 20-foot. Yeah, 20-foot radius, which will hit both of those.
Okay, brilliant. So it's just going to smack both of them in a big explosive aura. Okie dokie. A bright streak flashes from your pointing finger to a point you've chosen within range, then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of arcane. Each creature in a 20-foot radius must make a dexterity saving throw. Target takes 8d6 force damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The explosion spreads around
Christ on a
corners
bike.
and such loose objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. Okay.
Wow! That's going to be interesting.
Let's roll a d20 for the first one, which would be the one that can't move. So... It's dexterity one, yeah. That's fine.
It's a slime. Does it?
First
have
one gets a
fails?
10. First one gets a 10 and will fail that and take full damage. And then the other one is a 9 and will also take the full damage. So roll me 8d6 for first. First one takes 30 damage and is exactly enough as you need as it gets exploded in arcane energy, and all that's left behind is the air around it.
Kaboom!
And roll me 8d6 for the other one. 49 points of damage against the other one, which is so powerful that the other one, although it's trying to streak towards the sewer as much as it can, looks back and puts up 2 gelatinous hands as if to go "Rah!" as it is consumed by the arcane explosion and wiped from the face of the sewer.
Well, that went well.
Well done!
God.
Good job, team.
My god, that was cool.
Hang on, so has everything died in that sewer now?
No, you've still got those 2 slimes left. Which
Okay.
leads us to Jared.
Well, I'm not really going to move. I'm just going to swing out of this slime because there's no point in me doing anything else.
Okay. Now,
So-
swing at that slime. But what I want you to do is, because, quite frankly, I like you. If you hit this, I'm going to add an extra. I'm gonna add an extra 3 points of damage on top because you're
Well,
like in the zone of battle.
Okay, well I got a 12.
Okie dokie. This big slime is getting hurt pretty bad. So you know what? He's gonna take that. And
Sweet.
that is 11. I'm gonna add 3 on top, so it's gonna be 14.
14 damage.
Points of damage.
That's messy. Can I swing again?
You can't swing again.
I'll take the slime out, boys. Don't you
See you,
worry.
Kiwi. Thank you very much, dude.
Oh, maybe not.
Sadly, although he is weakened, that is too weak to hit the slime. As the slime just kind of like shrinks, more so in pain rather than trying to avoid, as you do miss your second sword hit.
Oh well, never mind.
Okay. Right.
I tried.
With that done, it is Slime's time to shine. As for one in front of Venric, he still can't get past Venric at this point, so he's just going to try his best and attack once again. Let's have a look.
Come at me, bro! Come at me!
17 versus your AC.
Bugger! Finally, you actually hit me.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh dear.
nice. And that would inflict 6 points of damage.
Oh.
How much damage is it taking? Because my internet on my laptop's gone.
Okay, it's just taken 6 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, it's not too bad.
And you're noticing with these slimes now, after so long, with the crystals dying off, the poison that has been on those slimes has now effectively just left their gelatinous bodies. They are just effectively just green gelatinous slimes now with nothing special about them. Okay.
Fair enough.
And the other big slime is going to strike at Jared with 12 versus your AC. Which I actually know is a miss because I remember your AC. So
Yeah, that's not gonna do anything.
Big Slime goes in, tries to hit, fails, and with a little bit of energy, gets 5 foot closer to that pipe. As we return to Venric.
Excellent. No, I've just taken a bit of damage and I'm a little bit bleeding. Can I draw a mustache on the jelly?
You know what? You can.
Please.
Roll me a performance check.
Let me draw a mustache on the jelly.
Your marker pen will not work.
I'm using blood.
Let's say.
So roll me a performance check against the slime, and we'll see if you can get the mustache.
15 on the thing, and then a performance check of +2, so 15, 16, 17.
You take the blood that you had just like streaking down one of your nostrils, you just wipe it with your thumb, look at it, look at the slime that's weak in front of you, and you just think, I'll do this for the team. And you just put and you just put a little smiley face on it with like a squiggly mustache.
Well, at least that was entertaining.
Yes, it was. Can I do anything else now, Dom?
You can. That was a bonus action, so.
Excellent. Can I, for laughs and giggles, attack it?
Yeah, go for it.
Excellent. With my dual-handed battle axe, I rolled a 12, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 all in all.
That's gonna hit it. Roll me damage, please.
I don't. Hang on. Let me get that up because I forgot to get that bastard up.
I believe if it's two-handed, I
On
believe
the-
it's 1d10.
Yes, it is 1d10, but I forgot to get the roll up on the dice,
Ah, okay.
like a numpty I am. Like a numpty, because I don't actually have a d10 to hand, so I have to go onto the group page and get one.
Anyways, well, do you want me to roll one for you? Because I'm in.
Yes, please, Dom.
Yeah, okay, so let's roll d10. And what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is +3.
Right, add 3 on top of that, and that is 7 points of damage against the slime. You will whack of a slime, and as you do against the slime, you notice the slime is quivering in fear. It is heavily painful. This slime is literally on the verge of doom.
And it has a mustache on it.
And it has a mustache on it.
Brilliant.
Now, because you're standing still and that was a bonus action, you can strike it again if you wish.
Yes, please. I would like to try and attack it again.
Try and get the finishing blow.
So I get
Roll me that attack, please.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, that's a big hit.
And then I... Yes.
You've effectively just put your axe to one side at this point as you kind of feel sorry for it, as you just raise your foot and stomp it into the slime as you just grind your foot into the mustache face. Roll me that damage, please. Venric.
You had to roll it for him before, didn't you?
Oh yeah, sorry.
His internet's dying on him again.
D10 plus. And this is the damage for it. It's 4 points of damage, which is all you need, because this slime has been grinded into slimy dust. It is gone. Very good stuff. And with that, it is Ziskin's turn.
Wait, was that Venric?
Yeah, that was Venric's whole
Oh,
turn.
wait. Yeah, he's...
There we go. Sorry about that. So, what was it?
I rolled you damage, and you defeated the slime.
Yay!
By just basically stomping in on it and grinding your foot into the slime's mustache-drawn face.
Can I get a quick HP
Brilliant.
check on everyone?
Yes, so everyone, what's your HP at the moment?
Jared, 41.
21 of 28.
Then I took 6, so 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, I think. Because 2, then minus 6, if I'm correct, so 34.
Right, okay. I wasn't sure if someone got hit pretty hard and was on low HP, but
No.
so sorry.
I did at the beginning.
No,
but I
I'm
hit
pretty good.
myself.
Yeah, you've also actually done pretty well.
Right. In which case, I'm just gonna move 25 feet. There.
Nice.
That's my full movement, I suppose. 25
Yep.
feet. Yeah, I'm just there for moral support.
Go, team, go!
Well, if you wanted
Kill
to,
Jelly
you could actually pick up Jared's hand axe and try and throw it yourself.
I have a feeling that if I tried that, I'd miss and it'd go down the sewer pipe.
There's a possibility.
And then I'd lose my hand axe. Yeah, go for it.
It's up to you though if you want to do that or not.
Fuck it, I'll do. Actually, no, I'll use my own javelin.
Yeah, go for it.
I
Javelin.
have javelins. Right. That it is +3 to hit on that. +3. Bada bing. Bada miss, probably. No, it's not. It's 21. Never mind.
Nice. Okay, you go into one of the pocketed parts of your armor as you just whip out what just seems to be a small rod into your hands. You hit this button that's on it and it extends out to be a full-length javelin as you just weigh it up, chuck it, and it pierces into the big slime. Roll me some damage.
It just says 21, but it's not giving me damage.
Ooh, let me...
Oh wait, I think. Oh, I've actually. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I've actually written down. I forgot to completely forgot to type in the damage. That
Oh, the damage is 1d6.
1. Wait. So. Oh yeah, so we should roll a natural 18. Never mind. So it's 1d6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 2 will be 5.
5.
Okay, he takes 5 points damage. Lovely. The big slime you're noticing now is very heavily damaged. He is on his last legs. Or his last slimes, I guess, because he doesn't have any legs. Copernicus.
I'm
is your
gonna
turn.
steal your kill.
Oof.
5, 10, 15,
Going in for the KS.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Attack. 45, 50.
Okay, okay.
So,
Okay,
two
so with
attacks.
your 2 attacks with your swords,
Swords.
roll them.
Shing, shing.
And as you're flying
Yeah.
by, all Jared hears in his ears is "Justice reigns from above." You just slice in.
Skadoosh. 11.
I'm gonna say that hits him because he's bloody weak as hell at this moment in time. 8,
12
2, 3,
damage.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 12, and the second one.
Skadoosh. 12.
Okay,
Skadoosh.
that's gonna hit it as well. So that's 9, 10, 11,
Another
12. Okay, it's overkill as this guy gets smashed so hard with your dual swords that you see it get split into its 2 original slimes as you hit it the first time, and as the 2 slimes are then just floating in the air after the initial hit, you then slice in the second time, splitting those slimes and causing them to evaporate into nothing in front of your face. The slimes are all dead.
Yeah, boy.
Woohoo!
Congratulations,
I'm just gonna pick up my javelin now.
Yeah, I'll pick up my hand axe.
Very well done. So you have effectively cleansed the crystals that have been in the sewer, and you said you've still got that casing with you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. There's nothing else of interest in this sewer, as you see that the sewer's green-like colouring seems to fade and turn actually into like a clear see-through water. Obviously you don't want to drink it because it's sewer water and it's bad times. But
Can we get out of this awful place now?
you have effectively cleansed the sewers.
Yeah, I'd like to leave also.
Yeah, I'd like to leave as well. I
Yeah, I'd
suppose.
like to leave.
Okay, we'll shuffle back over to slum map as you are back over here, and as you come out of the slums, it seems to be like magic of all things. As you see a bunch of people coming out of their houses from the south side in celebration as you guys come up successful in your journeys into the sewers, as they've heard sounds of swords clinging against each other, gelatinous squishes, even a massive explosion down there at one point that just shook the entire slum. But the thing is, you've got all these people from the southern slums coming out in celebration. But slowly, you see from the northern end of the slum, people are gradually coming out of their huts. As you see people from here, people from here, people from over here as well, and from all over, converging into the center place. As you see ailments of them coughing and causing them to lean over in pain and not being able to walk properly, slowly get alleviated as they return and the colour back in their skin returns to them as well. They're able to hug their friends, their families, that they haven't been able to interact with for what seems to be months, hell, even years. And ladies and gentlemen, you have successfully cleansed this slum of the disease.
Way!
You
That's
notice,
what we like to get.
Good times.
you notice coming from down here that the elder that gave you the information in the first place is coming over with a little girl that you first met at the beginning. He calls you guys over and wishes to give you his thanks as he looks at you and goes, "I am so grateful. You strangers have come to this slum overhearing a rumour, and you have saved us from this great plague that has torn families apart for so long. How can we ever repay you for your kindness?"
Where's the nearest pub?
As you say, where the closest pub
I
is,
could use a stiff one
the
myself.
the elder looks to his right as there is a hardy dwarf in his older years, but not quite as elderly as this grandfather, as he has with him 4 big hardy tankards of the hardest mead he's ever made and puts it into all of your hands as all the townsfolk raise their hands as you raise the tankards in praise and cheers for a job well done.
Can I
Who are
investigate? Can I investigate this mead and see how actually strong it is, and see
Yeah.
if it's capable for me? Considering I'm on the hunt for the best booze.
That is true. Roll me an investigation check.
As the guy gave me the beer, I go, excuse me, do you have any water? I don't partake in the alcohol myself.
The little girl just comes over with a big jug of water instead.
Oh, yes, thank you.
She takes the tankard
Investigate.
from you and goes to take a swig until one of the adults just snatches it out of her hands and just shakes her head.
That's a natural 18, Dom, for me.
18. Okay. So you rolled an 18, and you're able to identify that this is a very strong standard mead from the dwarves. In fact, you've actually tasted this a little bit before, back from your dwarven homeland. It seems to be an ale that takes a lot of familiar ingredients to you. It seems to have added something a little bit different, a little bit of a spiked flavour to say. You think it has some kind of sage or something along those lines actually put into the
Sewer
mead
water.
just to make it that little bit stronger.
Ooh, very nice. Can I ask if the person what the ingredients are for the mead?
Yes, sure thing. You go to talk to him about it, and basically he just writes the ingredients down on a parchment for you and just gives you the parchment, but you can just hold on in the meantime.
Excellent. I'd like to put that in my bag, please, then, Dom.
Okay. Sorry, don't just ignore that marker. Okay, with your success done and the townsfolk completely celebratory, you all start to head towards the gate because, of course, you want your money back. That goes without saying, and you can prove to the guards that you have done what you've done. But as you go, Ziskin, the elder grabs at your hand quickly and tells you of something. He puts into your hand what seems to be a necklace with an insignia on it. As he looks at you and just goes, I don't tell everyone else this, but back when I was younger, I also used to be a paladin. I fought for a god that I truly believed in, and his name was Vindictus, Lord of Avenging Might. Here, take my necklace. It may just help you against the forces of Shockjammer if you dare to take him on face to face. And quite frankly, whether you praise Vindictus or not, I am sure he will have your back.
Thank you. I will take this and I will use it as I see fit.
Fantastic job. Okay, you head back over to the gate and you knock on it heavily. Well, the rest of you guys knock on it heavily as Copernicus flies over the top just to say to him, "Oi, we did it!"
Just
God
to
damn
get
it, Copernicus!
just to get the first week of rewards from the guard. We did it. Well, I did it. Everyone just sat there, but we did it.
And the
Hey,
gates,
Copernicus, we can hear you over this wall, mate.
and the gates open up as the two guards are standing there in awe as they see all these townsfolk behind you clapping, celebrating, dancing, some of them even getting instruments out, playing music in pure celebration. They specifically see you, Venric, with your tankard of ale just savouring every single sip as you're just enjoying it on the walk down. And the guard looks at you guys and just go, "So lads, I'm shocked. I can't believe you actually did it, but congratulations. I'm truly, truly thankful for what you guys have done. Look, here's what you want." Okay, he gives you all back your gold, one by one, and then goes into his coffers as he puts into all of your hands as well an additional 5 gold for your
Not bad.
travels. Then he also looks towards you, Venric, and just goes, "Now, lad, because all of you have done this, I'm afraid you've actually put us out of a job. There's not much we're going to be able to do until we get back to back to our outpost. But this is just between you and me." He goes towards you, Venric. as you just put your tankard away for one moment, as he gets his battle axe that he obviously had since the very beginning, and just places it into your hands and just goes, "Well, lads, I didn't tell you this because I didn't want to get involved, but my father lived in these slums. Because of you, he'll be able to live and I'll be able to visit him again. Needless to say, I think I'm going to go on a much-needed holiday and celebrate with my father. Thank you."
Here, have a cold one with me, laddie. I pour him a pint from my keg and handed it to him.
He takes it with him as he goes into the slum, raising it as he walks past you guys in thanks. His guard friend also walking in with him, giving you a nod as he walks in as well. Everything
Now,
feels that little bit nicer in the district of Malcomite as you have saved the slum from possible self-destruction.
woohoo!
And
Can I
on,
investigate this battle axe that he's now
yeah,
handed over to me?
you can indeed investigate that battle axe. Now, on that battle axe, I want you actually roll me an Arcana check on that battle axe.
It's
Ooh.
magical.
Arcana. Right, I got a critical with a +2, so that's 22.
Nice. You basically take this battle axe into your hands, and because you're a dwarf and you were given a dwarven crafted battle axe, you see that the crafting on it is incredibly top notch. The kind of stuff that an elite guard would be given. This guard that was obviously had their father inside of a slum must have been a guard within the jurisdiction of Shockjammer for a very long time if he has something as ornate as this. You look at it closely, and as you look at the shaft, you turn it round, and you see that there is Dwarven language written onto the shaft, and the Dwarven language itself has literally just named this battle axe, and this battle axe is named Bowstruck.
Ooh.
Effectively,
Faust.
and because you're attuned to what this battle axe is capable of doing, if you were to hit anyone with this battle axe, you would do an additional 1d6 worth of slashing damage.
Ooh,
Ooh, very
On
nice.
you
top
might
of the
want to
damage
write that
you already
down.
do.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
obviously going to switch that axe from the
Dumb.
one you had.
Yes.
Obviously, as I get handed that necklace from previously, I'd like to obviously check that necklace as well.
Roll me an Arcana check on that.
I did notice something. Where's my gift?
Like you're just looking at your hands and you're just thinking, I've just been given bloody gold, I have.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, excuse me. You rolled a 15 and you take this necklace into your hands as you just feel some immense power coming from it from Vindictus, the god that old paladin seemed to have resigned from. You close your eyes for a second, and as you do, you see this form of a powerful armored soldier brimming with orange and white radiance, looking down onto you as he raises an insignia similar to the one that is on this necklace, as if it's a sign of true strength, as if it was a sign from Vindictus himself. If you were to wrap this necklace and wear it on your person, you would have a +2 to your strength.
Ooh.
What? So, if
Dom,
someone-
the Valstrike was a +2d6.
So that's the regular damage for a battle axe, which is 1d8 or 1d10 pending.
Yep.
And then it's an additional 1d6 slashing on top.
1d6 on top. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you kindly.
so dumb.
Yep.
You know, obviously my statistics and stuff like that.
Yep.
How I currently have 20 strength and it's a +5 modifier.
Yep.
what would my modifier be at 22 strength?
Let me see.
Be plus
If I
six,
if I go
Can't-
into
you
your
can't go
character
past 20
sheet,
in 5th edition.
just in
Oh.
character sheet. Well, you can go above 20 if it's magically inclined. Let's see. Are you on 20 already?
Yeah.
What's giving you the +2?
The fact that I'm a mountain dwarf.
Oh yeah, very good point. Like that +2 should be here actually, so I'll just put that on. But yeah, you can do that because you can be magically gifted up to 30 if need be. So your strength modifier is now +6.
Nice.
Very tasty.
Good job.
And with you guys defeating this evil that plagued this slum, being rewarded and having a hearty wad of mead in your bellies, ladies and gentlemen, that is sadly the end of this one-off scenario of D6. Our very first live streamed adventure, which I hope you guys genuinely did enjoy. This has been an absolute thrill to host.
It's been a thrill and it's been a long trek as well.
It's
Been a
been
long time.
It has been good.
It's good. It's been amazing.
Fantastic
I've had
stuff.
some meat. I've had a good weapon.
Very good. You had
I've
a
got
bit
new
of everything.
ingredients.
I've had nothing, and I've had nothing.
You've had mead. Be
And
grateful.
not need, but you accent
You
trinkets.
got a little bit more money.
And how much did I actually get gold wise?
Let
5.
me see. Ziskin actually paid for your entry. So Ziskin got his money back plus the additional 4 gold. You just got 4 gold struck right off the bat.
Oh, so I've got 14 gold now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 15, 5 gold we got.
No, 4.
Okay.
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 Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on Twitch and YouTube for this live streamed installment of D6. Of course, we're all still learning Roll20, so if you have any criticisms or any advice as to how we can improve this for you guys, please let us know, because I definitely want to try it. This may be the new layout for future episodes as well, so also, let me know what you guys think. If you would prefer to see the Roll20 map instead of seeing the edits that I put together when it comes to the full-length storyline episodes, just let me know also in the comments wherever you see them. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, whatever time you're watching this, whatever day you are. This has been a fantastic trek through the world of D6. This is goodbye for my fellow adventurers here.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Adios.
So long. Farewell. Avita, say goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me, your humble dungeon master. Until next time, we'll be rolling those D20s and we'll be seeing you next time. Stay explosive, people. Bye.
Ta-da.